And Myles was really good last night. And listen, as much as I can talk about, the past 10, you can say, well, look at the 10 before that. Or like I got today from a knucklehead who was just trying to be a bit of a peckerwood or something here anyway, who said basically, hey, it's one game. And it is one game, right? It is one game, but it was a good game. And it's good to see him in the past 10 kind of evolve into the type of player that you want him to be. He's not going to go for 26 and 12 and 5 every night, but somebody that you can count on, right? And that's what he was last night. And the thing about Myles last night, that was a game where you get up 25. And this is something I'm going to ask Cory Joseph when he joins us in the 5 o'clock hour. Because I sit home, and we all, I think, are guilty of this. We sit at home and we think, hey, they're up 25. It's on cruise control. And you would like to think that. But, man, the damn NBA game is an absolute marathon. It takes forever. Forever. Especially when you just nonstop turn it over as they did. After they got up 25, they did their best last night to single-handedly give that back, didn't they? I mean, it was incredible. But you got to give them credit because you lose that lead, you don't have Vic still, you hang in there, and then you win without Vic. And you're consistently winning without Vic. And these guys, like I'll ask Cory Joseph a little bit later, you want to have him out there, but considering what happened when he wasn't out there a year ago, how good do you feel knowing that you can get a win because he's missed so much time? I know what the answer is going to be here, but I'm going to have to ask anyway. Because there is a not-so-subtle test that is still being passed right now with this group of Pacers. And that is being able to get it done, be able to move on and to play well without your guy, without the all-star. That's kind of my impression. And Myles was a huge part of that last night. What was good with Myles last night is he started out well. He continued to play well, and then when they got up 25, he was chiefly a part of that. And then when they lost that lead, he was basically the reason why they recaptured it and then went on to a win. And he did a little bit of everything last night. And now all of a sudden you have teammates talking about how, well, this guy is a difference maker when it comes to what? When it comes to blocking shots, when it comes to altering attempts. And that's what he's doing. Got into it last night with Bradley Beal. And kind of stood up. And on that block on Beal with his left hand kind of lost the ball. So there's no way he was dunking that. He was losing the ball, and he still tried to get it up off the glass. I mean, that was kind of his last opportunity to do anything, and Myles sent that back. There was no way that was happening. And, I mean, you look, Washington went small late. That didn't work. What they were doing with Thomas Bryant wasn't working. There was a lot that was not working. It just wasn't. But the one thing that it is right now, and you can call it baby steps, call it whatever you want. And again, there's going to be good tests. I think you embrace, I've said this all along, even when he wasn't playing that well, you embrace what Myles is doing. You embrace what he and Sabonis can bring to the table because it was a struggle for Domas last night. Why I've said all along, you embrace both of these guys. And I know it's easier to embrace one when some of you out there, just for whatever reason, just don't have a great deal of belief in the other. Or you think he's soft, or he's getting paid too much, and they offered the contract to the wrong guy, or whatever. I mean, again, you're going to learn, and I think he's teaching you right now, the type of effect that even without scoring some, even without rebounding as much as you would like, but he did last night and he has over the last 10, can be a substantial effect to the game. And he can. And he has been, And to me, it has been impressive, and that's just not coming from a guy that's sitting around. I mean, heck, I'm not going back to people and say, see, I told you so, because there's really none of that. I mean, this damn NBA season is so long, you can't say, hey, see, I told you so. See what he did? Because tomorrow night, you get Antetokounmpo in here and the Red Hot Bucks. Friday night, you get a little bit of dysfunction, but still an incredibly talented Philadelphia team on the road. So there's just no time to wait on it. And you just have to kind of embrace what they're doing at the moment while you're waiting for Victor Oladipo to come back. But this Pacer team at 17-10 right now has done a very good job of you're not just surviving. I mean, surviving's being around 500. I mean, 7 games over with the amount of time that your best player has missed, that is a credit not just to Myles last night, but to this entire team. I'll give you another great example. Somebody last night came at me with the, hey, and this wasn't in a mean way, but hey, what about trading Darren Collison? And Darren Collison, because this particular person, like Cory Joseph and like Aaron Holiday. I like Cory Joseph and I like Aaron Holiday, but again, DC had a great game last night, and I think all these guys, these 3 guards, serve a purpose on this team. I mean, everybody kind of wants to live, and I get it. You want to live in the moment of where something's got to be done right now. Holy crap. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, if you want to adjust things later on in the year, trade deadline, so be it. But if you're living in the now, 17-10, getting that type of guard play, even if it's somebody different every night, and you can also embrace Aaron Holiday, who is not ready for prime time but is pretty good. I mean, to me, their 3 guys, their trio covers the bases. They basically, I think you can count on at least one of those 3 giving you what is necessary each night. Now, last night, Cory Joseph didn't have a good game shooting the ball at all. First to tell you that. Probably will tell us that later. Darren hit some big shots. Darren had 15 assists last night. Aaron Holiday hit a couple. I mean, you always can count on, it's almost like they have 3 for, at times, the sum of 1. What you would want, I guess, in one really, really good point guard, they give you different aspects of it. That's called a team. Another reason to embrace it. That's kind of like what I've explained regarding Myles and Domas. It's not these guys versus one another. It's knowing that you have both of these guys, and if one guy doesn't have a good night, the other guy's stepping up. And you saw that last night. You've seen it in a reversal of fortune this season with Domas, but you saw it last night with Domas with the whistle, and it wasn't working out last night, as well as has had for him so far this year. But Myles got it done. Myles is a guy that lives on confidence, and Myles is overflowing right now with confidence, which is a good thing because you're arguably playing one of the best teams in the NBA. Maybe not too much of an argument. And see, I mean, I played a bad team last night. You played, it was on the schedule, man. That's just like Dustin Sanders. You played, it was on the schedule. They didn't play more than 1 last night. Good role play. Dustin Sanders doesn't know anything. Nothing. And is completely counterproductive to any discussion we're going to have right now. What I'm telling you is what you should embrace. If you choose not to, that's your fault. I'm telling you what is good about this team, because it is a team. These guys to a man will tell you that. You know, what the best part about this team is that these guys all get along both on and off the floor, got great cohesion. That's a level of team that you want. I don't care if they played the Wizards last. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, one guy's giving you 10 consecutive games of a higher level of play. And listen, I understand completely. Some of you probably won't understand that. Some of you refuse to understand that, especially, again, some of these knuckleheads that I have to deal with on a nightly basis, and that's okay. It's okay. Like everybody was saying this morning, oh, man, you're really going to go off on all these people. And I'm not going to go off on you. And listen, some of you can see it. Some of you refuse to see it. And that's just the way that it is. like this. Get off it. We played a blank team last night. LOL. Myles is a good role player at best and not a cornerstone move. Move on with it. Now, you think Dustin Sanders knows his butt from anything? He doesn't. But that's just the way that it is. Some people out there aren't going to believe in it. But listen, what Myles brings to you is more than just points, more than just rebounds, more than just blocks. He's going to give you something on a nightly basis. Defensively, you don't have a lot of those guys in the NBA. So if you can't see that, then you can't see that, right? So that's where we started, 239-1070. Email address JMV at 1070thefan.com. See, some people just want to be miserable. And I know exactly who you are. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I don't, but I know exactly who just wants to be miserable and why. Got to live in the misery. Well, wait a minute. Things can't be good. You can't be 17-10. Well, look who you played. Who cares who you played? Well, you want to adjust the schedule? Well, you know what? They should have played during the stretch without Vic. Golden State, they should have played Toronto. They should have played the better. I mean, you can't do that. Last year, they didn't do anything without their best player. This year, they are. That's growth in a team. Growth in a team. I'm trying to teach it here. I'm trying to give you a little bit of wisdom. And again, you can choose to embrace it or, I don't know, do whatever it is you normally do. Just live in the misery. Oh, it never can be good because we're in Indiana. Never can be good because we're in Indianapolis. Same thing with the Colts. Get on a 5-game streak. Look who you played. Yeah, I think everybody understands who they played. But I think you embrace the 5-game streak. Look, a goose egg. And this kind of maintaining, right? In a season where you thought that this is absolute rebuild, you maintain until mid-December, give yourself a chance. Good for that. Good for you. Don't drag me in your pit of misery here. Really, don't drag any of us in your pit of misery. I don't need it. I don't need it. Hey, there was a lot last night. Don't get me wrong. You could go in that second half. I mean, just turnover after turnover, not even giving yourself a chance. And it was really kind of pickup game basketball turnover stuff. But again, that was the type of game a year ago, even in what was a great year for them last year, that was the type of game that you lose. And that's one that you put up with a little thumbtack on the wall and say, hey, remember that one? In the same respect as we'll remember that Sacramento game in Sacramento. A little over a week ago. I mean, that's already on the wall right now. You remember that one? It was like the 2 Dallas games last year. Those are ones you just remember. Stay in your pit of misery. Vic, questionable for tomorrow night. I saw where Nate McMillan mentioned that even when he does return at some point, and as you probably knew, he was going to be on restrictions. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. You know, that lead last night, guard play, Collison, Myles, Bogdanovich. We probably have not talked enough, I don't think, at length about Bogdanovich, because basically what it always turns into, especially here, is some back and forth debate about how one guy should be kept over the other and more minutes here, less minutes there, and all that blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I think we overlook guys that are still playing well like Bojan over this stretch. Somewhat forgotten, but not by us. All right, we can hit that 239-1070. I mentioned last night, Monday Night Football, kind of a disaster, at least at the end as far as the officiating is concerned. I mean, we're kind of at a breaking point right now with the officiating. Normally, we kind of forget about it this time of year. And I know in big moments, big either make-or-break playoff moments or in the postseason moments, we kind of remember it. But I think normally in the stretch, you kind of feel you don't really talk as much, or at least I can't remember talking as much this time of year about the officiating. I mean, there were, obviously in the postseason you talk about it, but right now it's just kind of weird, and it's nonstop. When people start talking about how it's necessary to have everything reviewable, I wonder how in the world you're going to do it. When people tell me, it's necessary to have a team in London, got to have a team in London in the next 5 years, I just kind of wonder logistically, how are you going to do it? Like anything else, I guess we would get used to it, right? I mean, look at the crap we're used to now. Look at going to the monitor. Going to the monitor used to be a joke, and now it's just kind of the way that it is. And in the NFL, I said this yesterday, in the NFL, the bad part about it is you just kind of wait for it. You wait for the flag. And that can't be healthy. I mean, it's not like it's driving people away. I mean, people are still tuning into the product, right? But you find yourself sitting back and you wait every pass play for the flag to be thrown. I mean, you're like the player. I mean, every player gets up and wonders where the flag is. Every return. I mean, even though now the returns have been so minimalized, I don't even know why you have them anymore. I mean, I guess because you have to have, ultimately the mystery that is the onside kick. I mean, you have to have the onside kick so you continue. But, I mean, otherwise, it's just kind of a huge waste of time. Who are the great return guys in the NFL now? Are there any return guys in the NFL? Does anybody return anything? Do they have a? Does Tyreek Hill still go? Does he return punts? Any great return guy? I have not looked, honestly.
The return's just kind of gone away with the fact that
it's almost to the point where when you have one anyway, it's going to be flagged. So why have it? We're going down a path here that I don't think we want to go down. There was a point in time when I was the guy. I was the guy that wanted to see technology utilized. And, quote, just get it right guy. That was me. Now I'm, man, this is stinking forever. Just let it play out. But, I mean, obviously, just any level right now of officiating is affected by what you're doing as far as the review is concerned. It's all connected to one another, and we're going down the path where that's where we're going to be. Do you think that there's a team this sniffs as a Connecticut Water question of the day? Actually, I got two here. Should everything in the NFL be reviewable? Everything in the NFL be reviewable. I don't know how you get out of that without having 9-hour games, but should everything in the NFL be reviewable? And the other part of it is, I'll drop this in on you too, will everything be reviewable or there be a team in London? Which is first? A team in London or everything in the NFL is reviewable? Either one likely to happen, and if so, which one happens first? We'll talk about that at 239-1070. Email address is jmv@1070thefan.com. Got a bit of a sports-wise, music-wise, anniversary of sorts we'll talk about. And some of these coaches kind of seem like, I remember John Clayton came on with us, Big Joe and I, Colts pregame huddle. This is about a month ago. He came on, and I said, so how many coaches do you think may end up needing a new gig, or how many teams are going to need a new head coach at the end of the year? And I think at the time John said 8 or 9. I mean, even with DeFilippo, the offensive coordinator of the Vikings, getting fired today, it doesn't seem like that number is going to be close to 9. Am I wrong? There's always a surprise. I mean, normally there's always who's going to be the surprise guy in the NFL this year? You're going to think about a surprise. 9 seems like 8 or 9 seems like way too many. To me, at least. And I could definitely be wrong. I mean, is that kind of the first move last night? Is Mike Zimmer in trouble with the Vikings? Heavy expectations? High-dollar quarterback? I mean, the offense, as you saw it last night, was an absolute disaster. Problems? I mean, the Pats, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Bowls, McDermott, I don't know. Mike Tomlin in trouble in Pittsburgh. You know about Harbaugh's situation. The Browns have already done that. Marvin Lewis, could we see an entire... I mean, somebody's going to be a keeper, right? In the AFC North? I mean, whoever wins it is going to be the keeper, then everybody else I mean, Marvin Lewis is probably going to be gone, right? The Browns, again, are already going to be on the surge. The Ravens or the Steelers, whoever wins it keeps their coach. If the Steelers win it, will they still keep their coach? If the Ravens win it, will they keep their coach?
I don't believe is Harbaugh going to get fired?
Nah. I mean, if you would think if they win it, no, he's going to get rehired immediately.
Yeah.
If they win, and then there's serious questions about Tomlin, if the Steelers are able to pull out of this slide right now and win, and the Ravens don't make it, I guess the Steelers, if you make it to the postseason, if the Steelers and Ravens both make it, do you keep both guys? I don't know. Just what I'm saying, I guess, is 9 from John Clayton seemed pretty high a couple of weeks ago.
Is Marvin Lewis finally
Seems like that's probably the case there.
Yeah. Ron Rivera?
Yeah. Yeah, Rivera, Dirk Cutter. Let's just off the top of my head here. Dan Quinn, Atlanta, that's probably run its course, right? I don't think any of the first-year guys. Vance Joseph, Denver, check. I mean, that's like 5 off the top of my head right there. I mean, Wilkes is new in Arizona, no. Shanahan, 49ers, no. Carroll, no. So I don't know, maybe 5 now? He said 8 or 9 like 2 weeks ago.
Doug Marrone?
Yeah, I don't know if that happens or not.
Ooh.
I don't know if that happens. I would say sitting here right now that doesn't happen.
Was 10-6 last year, 4-9 this year.
I get about 5 right here, maybe 5 or 6. And we'll see. Listen, I'm with you guys. I don't want everything to be reviewable because I don't know how that works. It's like London. I mean, London is great, but I don't know how the world that works. I'm sure we'll get used to it. I don't know how everything being reviewable works. But again, like everything else, I'm sure we will get used. We've gotten used to a lot of crap here.
Did you mention Todd Bowles?
Yeah, but I don't know if Todd Bowles is going to get it. I don't know if he's going to get it. All right, quick break and we'll come back. Greg Rakestraw at top of the 4 o'clock hour. What's going on here with college basketball? Who really needs it the most in the Crossroads coming up on Saturday? We'll talk about that and more with Greg. Matt Eberflus, he's the defensive coordinator of the Colts, and this is the first time I've ever had a coordinator on to call in live. Matt's going to join us at 5. All you need to know about this blossoming Colts defense from the guy that's putting it together. Should be really good at 5 o'clock. Cory Joseph of the Pacers is going to join us. Cory's at 5:30 today, too. Cory Joseph, Matt Eberflus, and Greg Rakestraw, your chance to win some stuff. I need a break. Let's do some calls on the other side. 239-1070 next.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Get up to $250 back on select installed sets of Goodyear tires. Details in store. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hey, Dad. I wanted to remind you that the holidays are close. Real close. And Mom and I don't need wool socks again. At Hellsberg, you can get jewelry for Mom and get a free Nintendo Switch system for me. 2 gifts in 1 trip. I'm not saying you're a last-minute shopper, but I'm not saying that either.
Get gifts that give gifts at Hellsberg Diamonds, like a free Nintendo Switch system when you spend $1,199 or more. Hellsberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company. Limited time offer while supplies last. See online or in-store for details. Game sold separately.
On cold, snowy days, you just want to stay in the comfort of your home until your furnace breaks. Hi, I'm Corey Kreitzberger, General Manager at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. For same-day repairs that will keep you warm and cozy, trust the highly trained technicians at 1 Hour. Call 855-1-HOUR today and get $51 off any repair. That's 855-1-HOUR.
Your comfort is just a call away. Call 1 Hour.
Terms and conditions may apply. License 8001-0668.
Looking for that perfect holiday gift? Check out the Pacers' new 5-game holiday plan. You'll get tickets to see the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors, the Boston Celtics, and the new-look Toronto Raptors.
Picks it up and sends a bounce pass into Sabonis, who lays it in.
Oh, boy. Plus, every plan includes a Pacers plaid flannel winter hat to keep you warm throughout the holiday season. Plans start as low as $25 per game. Check out seating options and all the details at pacers.com/holiday.
Getting Healthy Indiana Plan, or HIP benefits, is an easy choice when you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. If you're 19 to 64 years old and qualify for HIP, you get great doctors, reliable care, and many benefits to help you stay healthy. Sign up for HIP Plus and you'll get dental and vision care too. It's an easy choice. Get HIP. Choose Anthem. Call 1-877-GET-HIP9. That's 1-877-438-4479.
Hey, it's PAI, WeGrowHairIndy.com. You guys good to go? All right, if you are, that's fine. But if you want your real growing hair again, i.e. you want some options, PAI brings you the options. Multi-unit hair grafting, artist robotic FUE, and Darren Andrews will explain absolutely everything you need to know about it. I'm serious. It works. It really does. Hey, there's nothing fake about it, too. And that's what really matters, right? I mean, you don't want to come back looking like stinking Daniel Boone or anything like that, because you won't. You'll get your real growing hair again with PAI. It's WeGrowHairIndy.com with my friends at PAI and Darren Andrews today.
We are Best One of Indy, formerly Indy Tire.
And we appreciate you, our customers.
Thank you for choosing us for over 30 years.
With your vehicles, farm equipment, fleet,
and your most precious cargo.
Your family and friends.
Thank you from all of us at Best One of Indy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you from your local, dedicated team at Best One of Indy.
For the first time ever, Diamonds Direct's putting all earrings on sale at 25% off. Yes, 25% off all earrings this weekend only. Make this the year you get her that incredible pair of diamond stud earrings she's always wanted, and save an unprecedented 25%. Special financing available too. Save on diamond studs, diamond hoops, designer earrings, colored gemstone earrings. Best prices ever on the best selection ever. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Hey, Dan Doggage for Family Leisure. It's the buy one, get one half off Christmas sale. Buy one of the many specially marked items store-wide and get half off the second item. Buy an arcade, get a game table, half off. Buy a spa, get a pool table, half off. Buy a shuffleboard table, get a massage chair, half off. The combinations are endless. Shop for someone on your list and get half off an item for yourself. Don't miss the buy one, get one half off sale now at Family Leisure from the Family Leisure team. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. The average American household has over $15,000 in credit card debt. You're not alone. Our job is to find a way to get that paid off for you once and for all. Stop being afraid to go to the mailbox and stop letting those credit card statements pile up on the kitchen counter. Pay it all off today in 5 minutes with our cash out refinance at thehomeloanexpert.com, and you'll even skip 2 full months of mortgage payments. Now that's how you start the year off right. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
When my hair gets too long, I feel off. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm on again. That disappears from my laugh. Birds on someone else's car. The 5-second rule? For me, it's 10. I put service reps on hold and play them bad music.
Get in, out, and back to greatness. Download the Great Clips online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
It's the Colts and the Cowboys this weekend. Don't miss it. Combo tickets, parking, and the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Log on right now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like B&W Plumbing and Heating? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Think you know Colts football?
57 yards.
But do you really know what's happening? It's not just football season. It's Venturi season.
This is Rick Venturi. I'll be breaking down the Colts play all season long on The Fan, presented by the District Tap, located on 82nd Street, just east of Keystone Crossing. 60 beers on tap and damn good food.
Catch the coach with JMV Mondays, Wednesdays with Dan Takich, and Grady and Big Joe on Fridays. Presented each week by the District Tap. The Ride with JMV.
The soft tropical air caresses your skin with a gentle kiss.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
JMV at 1070thefan.com is the email. JMV, after the past weekend, the NFL would be better if they're pulling the old dudes off the field and just officiating through the monitor. Paul the mailman says it couldn't be any worse. JMV, all we ask for as fans, teams to be competitive and ultimately get better and win. When the Colts won and lucked through for under 200 yards, they still won. Same with Myles in the down games, too. Pacers are winning. True fans need to get on board with the squad. Doing that would make fans better in this town. Some guys just aren't going to be better, Trevor. And I love the idea. Listen, here's what you do. When there is a legitimate reason to rip, to be critical, I mean, it's all just about telling the truth. I mean, for anybody that suggests that I'm the only one that tells the truth, I mean, there's nobody around here that doesn't tell the truth when asked. I mean, there might be some affiliated with organizations that feel that they have to couch some things, and I get that. I'm not one of them. I don't know anybody here that's one of them. I mean, you're just going to get the straight, what do they call it? The straight dope every time. Like John is a good dude who just emailed me, and this is what, this kind of makes me laugh a little bit. I get it, though. John says, hey, not to be a knob here, but why not bring on a hoops analyst, blah, 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 qualified with a take on Turner? I guarantee you this, there's nobody more qualified than to take on Turner than me, because anybody you bring on this hasn't watched 1 second of Myles Turner and the Pacers. Not one. Zero. I can flat guarantee you, everybody that sits in this chair, everybody that sits in the chair across from me have watched basically every second. Yeah, I want to bring some guy, oh, yeah. Well, he's big and he blocks shots. Ooh, his hair's in the bun. Yeah, great. Great. So with all due respect, I don't need it, and I've been through it before. Like a guy that I would trust would be Antonio Davis if he were still doing that. Most of these guys haven't watched 5 seconds of it. I think these national guys are watching the Pacers. I think they're watching the Pacers on a Monday night, early to mid-December. No, they're not. So, I mean, maybe I'm short-sighted on that and not giving these guys enough credit, but I'm sorry, I'm not. I mean, everybody's still too worried about butt-sniffing LeBron James and, what's he doing with Dwayne Wade? And, hey, they're giving each other their jerseys. Woo! Okay. Nobody around here wants that. Get that nationally. They'll talk about that in the morning. That's like a get up. That's why you tune in here. Everybody here watches this on a nightly basis. You live it. And hell, I watch it more than anybody else because I have to field these questions morning, noon, and night. It's funny. Yeah, let's get this guy from NBA TV. All right. Get him on here. Probably not. JMV, Pacers have 3 centers that could be starters on a lot of teams. They have 3 guys that are workable right now, and the good part about it is you've seen the good out of all 3. Saw Kyle O'Quinn on Friday night in Orlando. You saw the good there. You saw why Kevin Pritchard felt it was necessary. I'm telling you what, while I understand where strength of schedule and all that matters, but navigating no matter the strength of schedule without your guy that you could not do an ounce last year and doing it now to the tune of 17-10, I don't know how in the world you can't be happy with that. Again, unless your whole philosophy is to continuously be miserable, which I'm guessing from some of you that is the case. It just made me laugh, and I can't even read that on the air, but I laughed. That's strong. 239-1070. Let's go ahead and open it up here. Grant leads. Hello, Grant. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Ask me some questions, and I'll have some answers for you.
Well, you can't be the least bit surprised that there was no penalties on that last play in Miami. And my opinion on the NFL officiating, is just every time there's a scoring play or every time there's, a big play, I think the first thing that runs through my mind is, okay, where's the flag? And then who is it going to be against?
There's no doubt.
Yeah, something has got to be done against officiating. And I think you're going to get everything can be reviewed before you get a team in London.
You know what? I agree with you on that, too. I think we're kind of, we always kind of, we make more about it when it's happening to us right now. You know what I mean? But it kind of seems like that this is something that normally kind of fades a little bit this time of year. That's even more of a focus. It almost feels like it's the start of the season and everybody's surprised because there's this point of emphasis here or there. And, and then it's also, you factor in, as you mentioned, just the missed calls in general. That's we're going down a path I don't really want to go down here, unfortunately, I believe.
Well, no, and you knew in the first couple weeks of the season you had all those hits on the quarterbacks, and I thought that it might die out as the season went on. They'd get a little bit more lenient, just because it was one of those points of emphasis, and those seemed to just fade out later in the season. But it really hasn't, and something's going to be done in the off season. Either
it was funny
for the fans.
Normally you get this, like Mike Pereira does the stuff for Fox. He's the rules analyst for them. And he was struggling to come up with answers as to why those calls in that Dallas Eagles game were being missed on Sunday. I mean, he was struggling. Well, I don't know. Normally these guys aren't very hardcore, on the modern day or the in the now officials. And he was coming up. He didn't have a lot of answers to as to why these things are being missed. So I don't know. That's just that was kind of a warning sign that I don't remember happening too often with these rules analysts on TV regarding some of what used to be their own there. That was kind of surprising to me, which leads me to believe that we're probably, again, going down a path that some of us don't want to go down ultimately.
Well, yeah, and how do they miss that Bobby Wagner jump
I don't know.
over the line? I mean, that was just the most obvious call in the world, and even I think it was Jeff Triplett is the rules analyst for Monday Night Football now. He's like, that was such an obvious call. He said,
and when it's obvious not called and it's obvious to Jeff Triplett, I think we all are screwed. So I agree. Hey, Grant, thank you for the call. JMV, did you pick a Connecticut Water question of the day? How about should Myles keep the man bun? I do like what he said after the game last night when asked about it. He said, the organization came to me and said, we think that your offense is going to come, but we want you to be a difference maker defensively. No matter what you say about him, he has had an effect with protecting the rim in most games this year. If you want to talk about, the last 10 where he's over 13 and over 9 and over, 3 blocks a game, if you want to be me and use that as the argument for the good, if you want to go to the 10 games prior and use it as the argument to the bad, or whatever the games were prior, where they've only played 17 of, 10, 7 games prior, whatever. No, I'm sorry. The 10 games prior, they played 27. What am I thinking? Anyway, the 10 games prior to that, I mean, if you want to go and analyze it that way, fine. But he's had an effect, I think, protecting the rim in most games. And if you hear his teammates talking, how big of a deal that is? JMV. Great play by Myles. His blocking is unmatched, but he's done it against crappy centers. Soft Rudy Gobert has been the stiffest competition in weeks. I want to see him block shots and go for double-doubles against Whiteside, Embiid, Drummond, Anthony Davis. No Carter, no Bryant, no Cauley-Stein. Well, he gets to start on that coming up on Friday night against Philly, and it's pretty good competition tomorrow night. I wonder how much tomorrow night they're going to be able to utilize both he and Domas in the lineup at once, considering how much Milwaukee spreads you out and shoots the 3.
Depends if they advance the Kumbo. Remember, he sat out last night.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yep. So
man, they look good against Toronto. And Toronto's been really good, too. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it so far. If you guys on, you guys on. Again, most of you out there have kind of made the decision on this. I'm just trying to change it. Yeah, there were a lot of missed. And now, because that's the point that we're on, that is the focus, it's even more of a microscope. You know, I mean, we're talking about the officiating as much as you're talking about, you know, the miracle play against the Patriots. I mean, it's just right up there. I mean, it's under a microscope like anything else right now. JMV, I mean, I know you're a huge Myles guy, but if we get more of Man Bun Myles, I'm happily. Yeah, Man Bun Myles I don't care how they have their hair. It doesn't bother me. Oh, did you put that up there, our fantasy football championship this weekend?
Yep.
See, for some reason on this side, the video doesn't come up. It says we cannot play the video in this browser.
Yeah, it's your browser.
Blah, 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 blah is what it says. Yeah, Tony and I are going for the fantasy football championship. Tony disposed of Ben, who was unbeaten throughout the season until he faced Tony, and Tony and I are going for the title coming up this weekend.
Thanks, T.Y. Appreciate you.
I had to survive last night. Luckily, my man had 3 guys going, and they all played from Minnesota. That was luck. I had Tyler Lockett last night, who barely did anything on his own. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. Quick break, and we'll come back. Rick's Raw, top of the hour. Matt Eberflus. He'll join us, the Colts defensive coordinator, and Cory Joseph in the 5 o'clock hour, too. Back with you next.
Lights the Brickyard are back. Drive the family through more than 3 million bright lights in the 2-mile course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this holiday season. Get your lane pass now, IndianapolisMotorSpeedway.com.
Get ready for it. This is huge. Announcing the first ever epic earring sale at Diamonds Direct. No kidding, because you get a never-before offer 25% off all earrings in our cases. Diamond studs, 25% off. Diamond hoops, 25% off. Designer earrings, colored gemstones, they're all yours for 25% off. Only at Diamonds Direct and only Friday through Sunday. Special financing too. It's one epic earring sale at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Let's face it, credit cards are pretty much a necessity.
New tires for the car? Here's my card.
I take my daughter and her college friends out for sushi. Here's my card.
And most of us just accept the high interest rates credit cards charge as a necessary evil.
What are you going to do?
Here's what you can do. Get a low fixed-rate credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream and pay off those credit card balances. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000, and you could get your money as soon as the day you apply. The average credit card company charges over 19% APR, but with Lightstream, you can get a fixed rate as low as 6.14% APR with AutoPay.
Now I can pay off my high-interest credit cards and save money with a much lower rate. Thanks, Lightstream.
Want an even lower interest rate? Apply today at lightstream.com/radio and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/radio for an additional discount. Lightstream.com/radio.
Subject to credit approval. Rate includes 0.5% autopay discount. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/radio for more information.
Chronic headaches, constant sinus infections, pain and pressure. The fatigue was overwhelming.
That's Karen. She's suffered for years with chronic sinus infections. She'd go to urgent care, see her doctor.
And we would do the same thing. Steroids, antibiotics, nasal sprays.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Indianapolis Sinus Center called balloon sinuplasty.
Now my sinus cavities are open. You can breathe on a constant basis and not get sinus infections. I don't get headaches anymore. I don't take naps anymore. I'm like, oh, this is miraculous.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure? Is it difficult to breathe through your nose? Find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Set an appointment today with the Indianapolis Sinus Center. Call 317-528-9650. 317-528-9650. That's 317-528-9650.
So, you're a small business owner, but from where you sit, there's nothing small about it. What you provide could be provided by others, and if they're bigger, they have more capital and more employees. But what you have is the ability to adapt even at a moment's notice. Teltec Indy's local phone service provider has that same ability. You see, they can give you the service you need as you need it, whether you're a business of 100 or just one.
This is Troy Brassell. If you're mobile, then Teltec can set up your cell so your caller ID shows the number of your business, keeping your personal cell phone number personal.
Some restrictions do apply, and unlike large impersonal phone service providers who can only provide their product, Teltec has the ability to choose from all carriers. Teltec can give you the ability to flip on service from another provider, and the business of you doing business keeps going. Call right here in Indy at 317-390-8585. Teltec, matching local business with the service they need to compete with the larger companies at a smaller price.
Hey, fellas, you know me. I'm always trying to find for you that great outside-the-box thinking Christmas gift idea for your wife or girlfriend. Hey, it's JMV. Treat her to the very best this year with the world's softest pajamas from Pajamagram. America's PJ experts for over 15 years. These are soft, they are awesome, and you will be a hero this time of year. For Christmas, she'll love the way they feel, the softness, the warmth, the comfort, and you will love the way that they look. Best of all, you don't have to wrap because every Pajamagram includes free gift packaging and delivery by Christmas. They're backed up by 100% in a lifetime guarantee, so you risk absolutely nothing. Thousands of dudes are jumping onto this. You should too. It's the amazing PJs today because normally they sell out by Christmas. So here's what to do. Pajamagram.com right now. That's Pajamagram.com right now. A great Christmas gift idea. Tell them JMV sent you.
At the corner of Main and Monon, above Carmel's only high-end steakhouse, sits a bar that's so relaxing and scenic you wish it was just your little secret. The atmosphere is inviting, the environment controlled both inside and out, and the chef-prepared shareables are just as exciting and fresh as the wonderful tasting cocktail that breathes a uniqueness one can only call innovative. Welcome to 3 Up, above Anthony's Chop House, with rooftop views of Carmel, including the growing wall, the perfect selfie spot, easy parking, and weekly entertainment. 3 Up, Main and Monon, Carmel.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, Colts VIP tailgate. You know how big the party's going to be on Sunday before the Cowboys-Colts game at Lucas Oil Stadium? It is going to be incredible. You can be there, too. All you can eat, all you can drink. Premium bottled beers, really everything top shelf you're going to find, too. Celebrity Chef Aaron May. You got Skids on the inside, DJ Indiana Jones on the outside, and the party is on. The Bullseye Event Center is the spot. If you want to combo things up, tickets to the game. If you want to go to the Colts VIP tailgate, you want parking too, right next door, all right there for you, easily handled. And what a great gift idea for somebody close to you. Seriously, the gift of sports, fun, drinking, eating. I mean, really, I hit every mark right there for you, right, fellas? It's BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate, presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Get it going right now, BullseyeEventGroup.com.
This weekend only, get an extra 25% off all earrings at Diamonds Direct. 3 days only, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and only at Diamonds Direct, Keystone at the Crossing.
Powered by the Hubler Auto Group, a dealer to help the people. Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Click drivehubler.com for Indiana's largest selection and best deals. Hubler has it all.
With the VA loan program, you can cash out 100% of your home's value to pay off credit cards. Hero.loan. That's hero.loan. The only way to VA.
Coming up Tuesday, there were some great moments from NFL Week 14 and some not so great. We've got accolades for them all. And are the Browns about to have a winning season? Plus, the two best friends that anyone could ever have taking one last dance. Goal Can We Go Tuesday, 6 Eastern, ESPN Radio, ESPN2.
The Ride with JMV, FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Oubre got inside. Turner recycled the shot, matching his career high with his 6th block. Collison at the other end, backs up, right side arc. Left-hand bounce. He'll let a 3-ball go, and that is huge. Collison with an enormous 3. The Pacers were reeling, and now they're back up by 4 at 101-97.
Pacers radio last night. Pacers get the win, 17-10 on the season now. The Bucks coming up tomorrow night. That's going to be a tough test at home. Philly on Friday night. Tony's over there. I'm John. Thank you for joining us. Connecticut water question of the day is, should everything in the NFL be reviewable? That is underway here. AJ writes, everything no but majority, or I should say major penalties, 15 yards or more. Game-changing type of penalties, absolutely. Your vote? Waiting on you right now at JMV 1070. Connecticut water question of the day. JMV, I can't stand the man bun, but if Myles keeps up the hard work, then we can wear a bozo clown wig for all I care. Dan Adams, officiating's hard. When the governing body keeps moving the target, it magnifies the degree of difficulty. Having to think about what you see is not a good thing. JMV, listen, I've been one of Myles' most critical guys, but I love nothing more to see him prove me wrong. Yep, tomorrow night. Bucks and Pacers. All right, what do you want to give away before we hit the top of the hour here? Greg's going to join us on the other side. We got Auto Show.
Yeah, tickets. Check out the Indianapolis Auto Show that's coming up. It's great to take your family. I've been a few times. Go check out some new cars. So the Indianapolis Auto Show is coming up at here downtown at the Convention Center. So you can come check that out. The Auto Show 2019 Auto Show, December 26th through January 1st at the Indiana Convention Center. Go
number 7-239-1070. I mentioned, too, Matt Eberflus is going to join us, the defensive coordinator of the Colts, after 5. Cory Joseph, Pacers guard, 5:30. We got more to give away as well. Auto Show tickets right now, caller 7-239-1070. And something to think about, how many Cowboy fans in the building coming up on Sunday? Is that a concern of you hardcore Colts fans? How many Cowboys fans in the building? Way noticeable. You think? Question mark. We'll answer that. Greg Rakestraw, a little college hoopage. Other side next.
Rolls end zone looking for
somehow,
a man. He's got it. Touchdown.
Some way.
We got offsides on the Texans.
The Colts are in the playoff hunt. Andrew Luck and the boys are ready to complete the Texas two-step when the Dallas Cowboys come a-calling this Sunday.
And the Colts are going to win the football game.
The day starts on the ride to kickoff with JMV. Continues with the pregame. Rolls into the countdown to kickoff. And then the Colts hosting the Cowboys beginning at 1. It's winning time on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. The radio home of the Indianapolis Colts.
More customers come to Reese Nichols for the jewelry they design and create than anything else they sell. Reese Nichols, Keystone at the Crossing, Greenwood, and ReeseNichols.com. It's exciting when a company grows to give its community and others around it a product that they can be proud of. It's even more exciting when that company expands to our community. Yoder Oil is now delivering unleaded and premium diesel fuels to Indianapolis. Now for Indianapolis industries that rely on lubricant products like Citgo, Mystic, and Clarion lubricants and fuel, it's good to know they can now order from a company that's been growing for over 80 years. Yoder Oil. The letters WIBC get you 10% off your first order. YoderOil.com.
This is Chris Ambrose with B&W Plumbing and Heating. You can wait until the last minute to finish your Christmas shopping, but you shouldn't wait to have your furnace maintained. Maintenance on your furnace will improve efficiency, extend the life of your unit, and help identify small issues before they become major problems. Call now at 317-243-3581 to schedule your maintenance today. The B&W Plumbing and Heating family would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year.
B&W is your trusted local independent American Standard dealer.
Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, the daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the new exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can forget the miles and focus on conquering your to-do list. Stop by Big O Tires in the Indianapolis area, and their experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. The team you trust. Big O Tires.
If you do well, and you perform well, you'll be rewarded. I mean, simple as that.
Louise from Noblesville, a Geico customer service supervisor, says Geico rewards its associates based on performance, not years of service.
If you stick it out and you come to work every day willing to learn and willing to get better each and every day, you'll do really well.
Think you know Geico? Get to know us for great careers in customer service. Apply online at geico.jobs/Indy. Geico. Careers unexpected.
Thank you. 2 words that hopefully be used a lot as we head into the peak of the holiday season. 2 words that have real meaning when spoken to one another. At Penske Chevrolet at 96th and Keystone Avenue, thank you is expressed with incredible deals. Jay Smith and Brett Rosie are going to finish off the year with GM employee pricing for everybody. You pay what a Penske employee pays on all in-stock 2018 models, and now the deal has been extended to select in-stock 2019 models. Penske is also offering 24-month, 10,000-mile-a-year leases on the 2019 Equinox. That's just $129 a month. 2019 Traverses are $279 a month, and the 2018 Malibu just $99 a month. You put up a little money up front and then drive away with a super low payment. See dealer for details. And Jace just added this to an email he sent me. I also want to offer a $200 Visa gift card for anyone who purchases any new 2018 or 2019 in-stock Chevy from now through the end of the year. Chevy, find new roads at Penske Chevrolet and at PenskeChevyIndy.com. Thank you and happy holidays.
Diamonds Direct's best sale ever on all earrings is this weekend. You save an unprecedented 25% off all earrings. Yes, 25% off every pair of earrings. It's the perfect gift for any woman. Diamond earrings, sapphire earrings, gold earrings. Get Diamonds Direct's unbeatable price plus an extra 25% savings with special financing. Guys, you can never go wrong with a nice pair of diamond studs, and you've never seen prices this low. It's Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Let's get those credit cards paid off before the new year with a cash-out refinance at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
Guys, erectile dysfunction got you down? The Indianapolis Men's Clinic's all-male staff specializes in treating ED and other sexual health-related issues. Call today for a consultation. 999-9000.
This is Indy Sports Center.
WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BV, W228CX, Indianapolis.
The Colts host the Dallas Cowboys. Coverage Sunday morning at 9 on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. It's The Ride with JMV.
You two characters are going to Top Gun.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Greg in a second here. Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator of the Colts. I think it's the first time a coordinator has ever been allowed or able to come on this show. It's nice. You guys want to know more about the defense and about the coordinator? You're going to get that coming up at 5 today. I can't wait for it. Cory Joseph, Pacer guard, 5:30. Tomorrow's show, I am going to be at Anthony's Chop House. Actually, it's 3 Up, which is upstairs from Anthony's Chop House. Anybody know about this? Downtown Carmel, high-end steakhouse. That's Main Street, right next to the Monon. 3 Up, year-round, climate-controlled, comfortable seating inside or out, fire pits, ceiling heaters. A great new spot on Indy's north side. One-of-a-kind design, creating a vibrant and modern ambiance. That's a big word for me to use. They decided not to go with, well, we can all still get drunk in there. Vibrant and modern ambiance and a top-notch Klipsch audio system. My man Tommy Jacobs, is he going to be up there? Tommy Highsock's going to be there tomorrow. I believe I saw this, too. I don't have it in front of me. By the way, hello. YouTube.com, the YouTube television channel. You can find us. It's on the 1070 The Fan channel. We're live, local, and late breaking in your face every day. YouTube right now, I am rocking the Mr. Pibb shirt. Some may want to call it a Dr. Pepper knockoff. I say no, it's great. Mr. Pibb.
Had that for lunch today over at...
You had Mr. Pibb at lunch?
Yep.
Who serves Mr. Pibb?
At John's Famous Stew.
They have Mr. Pibb at John's Famous Stew?
They sure
do. You know that I call myself a Hoosier, and I've been here all my life, and I've never been to John's Famous Stew. How dare me?
Well, you're missing out, man.
How dare me?
I mean, as of like 6 months ago, you'd never been to a Working Man's Friend either.
God, Working Man's Friend was so good.
So,
speaking of Working Man's Friend, we got to get R. Miller on sometime. Here very soon.
Sure.
Working Man's Friend. But yeah, and I just got
was waving to the YouTube.
Hey, good, man. I got a text from Tucker Barnhart saying Anthony's is as good as it gets. Amazing. That's tomorrow. Anthony's Chop House, and above it's called 3 Up. I believe I saw it 1070thefan.com and on our Twitter account. The first 15 people there get free drinks. That sounds about like one of my remotes. That's tomorrow.
You're going to have like this crush of people to get free alcohol with you. It's a little scary.
Awesome.
I'm going to have to get security on this one.
It's going to be a blast tomorrow. Again, it's called 3 Up, and it's right on top of Anthony's Chop House in Carmel. Who's in? My man, High Sox, are you going from Klipsch? The Klipsch guys over there? But should be fun coming up tomorrow, too. And I believe the first 15 people there get drinks. I'll be the first one there, so I obviously get drinks, which is always good. Greg Rakestraw, you heard his voice. He is in studio right now. Hey, I know you do the Colts radio network. You do the post-game show. What'd you make of that game and all? We're going to talk to Matt Eberflus coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. He has had a really nice season. Season number 1 as the coordinator here, hasn't he?
He's been fantastic. And again, just to think that he was in place before Frank Reich was. That, in another organization, he could have been jettisoned, given his salary for this year, but told to go find something someplace else. And the fact that Frank has made it work, that Chris has made it work, and that Matt has made pieces that we didn't know about work is one of the great stories of this year, of a year of many great stories for the Colts. And maybe it's most exemplified, I guess is the best way to put it, by the linebacker core. Because I remember that stat very well. At the beginning of this year, the guys that played linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts had a combined 6 starts in the National Football League between Najee Good and Anthony Walker. The rest were rookies. And now we frequently see Walker as the long-in-the-tooth veteran in his second year, along with obviously Darius Leonard, the guy that we think is the defensive rookie of the year, or we'll see Matthew Adams out there or Sky Moore, both of them being rookies too.
Right.
And we go, man, the linebacker position is set. This defense is set. I know they're playing a good rushing team in Dallas, but, dude, the Colts have just shut down 2 great rushing teams in Jacksonville and Houston. The way that this has gone from and they're not going to be very good, to, hey, this defense has got this covered. We're in good shape. It's a phenomenal transition, and it's taken place in about 12 weeks.
And they saved their rear end in that first quarter on Sunday, too.
No
Because
doubt.
that thing, that had all the qualifications of getting out of hand, or maybe, but the defense stepped up just in time for them to go up tempo, got into it, and then the offense got in gear, and there you go.
And I came here directly from the Colts complex, and today was coordinator day, so I know that you will have a chance to talk to Matt Eberflus at 5. I heard from him about a couple hours ago, and then heard from Nick Sirianni after that. And the analogy that Nick used, I thought, was tremendous in terms of varying up the routes, varying up whom the ball goes to, and then changing the pace of play at which you play. And he goes, if you keep doing the same things over and over again, it's like listening to the same song over and over again. You will get burned out on listening to that song. He goes, so that's why we try to move the ball around so much and even change the pace of which we play at so much. He goes, I love hearing from opposing defensive staffs, man, you guys are hard to prepare for. And so that kind of resonated with me, obviously given the fact in the first quarter they were awful. They make that one change, go to a fast tempo offense in the second quarter, and that was the spark that lit the match for the Indianapolis Colts in Houston on Sunday.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking about that, too. Greg Rakestraw is in studio with us. Of course, we'll talk a little college hoop in a minute, and right now we're kind of focused in on the Colts and that matchup with the Cowboys. Colts radio network host Greg Rakestraw is in studio with us. Boy, you pick up the pace, and there you go. I always like it because, right, normally guys wait until kind of the half, right, to like readjust, and it looked like Reich had just had enough. All right, it's time to kick this thing into gear, and it worked. It worked before the half.
Was it 3 3-and-outs the first 3 drives? Is that correct or an accurate statement? I think it was the 4th drive where they had their first down of the game. And so I'll again reference Nick Sirianni's comments. He goes, basically, we're an offense that scripts the first 15 plays. Doesn't mean that they might not junk it after a handful of plays, but in theory, they've got their first 15 plays and then will react to that. So they may have changed that up a little bit earlier than they had planned to, seeing, hey, this ain't working. Let's not get further behind. Let's take care of this now. The other thing of the many things we could talk about from Sunday in terms of the offensive turnaround, not just the tempo of play, but in that 4th or 5th drive, what you saw from the Colts was basically they kept their same 5 skill position players on the field. It was Grant, Pascal, Hilton, Hines, and Ebron. And because of the flexibility of Nyheim Hines, They're able to line him up as both a running back and as a wide receiver, so they could change personnel groupings without changing players, meaning if they wanted to go quick, they were able to freeze Houston's defense on the field and not get breathers for guys coming at the quarterback like a Watt, like a Clowney. I thought that was a huge part of Sunday as well.
All right, Cowboys coming up on Sunday. We know about them being hot as of late, and Amari Cooper has been outstanding. I'm going to ask Matt Eberflus this. I mean, how much do you look back at the tape of this offense prior to the arrival mid-season of Amari Cooper, because it's kind of like night and day from what we've seen?
I think it allows the preparation to be a whole lot easier because you can simply focus on what they've got with Amari Cooper. It is a completely different offense, and obviously they've won 5 consecutive games. Now, it's kind of a double-edged sword. All those have been close games. In other words, you know that if it's a tight ball game, they know they've got what it takes to pull out the W home or road. But at the same time, it's not like they're just overpowering people either. So they are to be respected. I'm not sure that you'd say that group is feared, but to your point, yeah, you can kind of focus, since mid-October on that, because that's what the offense looks like.
All right, college hoopage, I want to shift gears on you here. You got the Crossroads Classic coming up on Saturday.
Yep.
Who needs a win in this?
Purdue.
The most.
Purdue 1, Butler probably 2 out of that group. And I think Notre Dame, a win would be nice, but I think the expectations are a little bit lower for a rebuilding Notre Dame ball club. The club that has helped themselves out the most is Indiana. I mean, you've got wins already over Marquette and Louisville. You've got a couple of wins in Big Ten play when that rolls back around, when they play Illinois on January the 3rd. But it's Purdue, given the fact that other than Maryland, every close game they've had, they've come up on the wrong side of it. So they've avoided having a bad loss, but outside of the league, they don't have a great win either.
Purdue, that Florida State game is going to come back and absolutely haunt them.
Yep.
Because they had that in hand and just gagged it away in the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
And the fact that nobody could step up and help Carson Edwards on Sunday in Texas when you waste a 40-point performance, you're going to feel bad about that one too.
Boy, and IU, how much better do you think they're going to look as the season goes longer? Because I always thought at the start of the season, I thought they were going to look much better then than they will now. Now it's almost more about what they're doing defensively at times than what they're doing offensively.
And defense always travels, right?
It does.
Your offense is going to come and go if your defense is the one that's going to be consistent regardless of whether you're playing home or road. And I still think getting everybody healthy, getting everybody accustomed to their role, I think they will improve simply because Deron Davis, I expect to get better as the season goes along. You know what you got in Juwan Morgan. And even though they're freshmen, Romeo Langford and Rob Finney have played at such a high level, not just so far this year, but dating back to their high school days, dating back to the level of competition that in their AAU days, they don't strike me as freshmen. Now, I'm sure there are things they're going to learn and go through in Big Ten play for the first time, but I don't expect much of a drop-off from those guys either in conference play. I think it's going to be kind of the other guys around them and kind of the ebbs and flows of those players will determine what the rest of their season looks like.
What else interests you about Butler? Let's start right there.
It's obviously bringing in the Tucker kid. He becomes eligible as of this Saturday, and just because he is a guy that they couldn't replicate without him. And so, they've kind of gone as Kamar Baldwin and Paul Jorgensen have gone at this point, and they knew they'd be small without until Tucker got there. And so just seeing the impact that he's going to make on them.
Can he help take over for the law? Because clearly to me,
they're missing Keelan Martin.
They are.
Big time.
Keelan Martin, big time this year. Can he help fill what that gap has been for
those
them?
are big shoes to ask him to be him, and I know you're not, but it's not going to hurt. Let's put it that way. Not going to hurt.
Cooper Neese gets his first opportunity with Indiana State on this weekend at some
point.
They
play Texas
TCU.
Christian on Sunday, or Sunday, correct?
I think it's this weekend.
And then they go to Hawaii after that. So they've had a good start, but Indiana State is in IUPUI is in the same boat. Ball State's in the same boat. Everything is about what can you do over one weekend or 4 or 5 days in March because you're playing on one
that
big
is
league.
absolutely.
So you're right.
Matters.
I'm happy the kid's playing. And it's great for Greg Lansing and all the good folks in Terre Haute, but everything's going to be about what you do in Arch Madness if you're a Sycamore fan.
All right. High school-wise, what are you guys covering this weekend?
So high school-wise, I've got Franklin County and Greensburg. Greensburg is rated second in 3A so far. I had them already once. I'll have them on Saturday. I just obviously had the 4M Tip-Off Classic, so saw most of the team's top 4A teams.
All right. What do you think about Keon Brooks? Where is he the best player?
He'd be Mr. Basketball. But he's playing at Fort Wayne Northside.
Yeah,
I mean he's much closer to being a finished product than Trace Jackson Davis is at this point. So obviously you put those two teams together to show off kind of maybe the two top individual talents in the state of Indiana. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a Mason Gillis from Newcastle. We didn't see Brandon Newman in that event from Valparaiso.
Yep.
Also get to see him in the Hall of Fame Classic coming up in a couple of weeks. You're drafting Trace Jackson, or you're hoping to sign, or not hoping to sign, he's going to go to IU. But Jackson Davis is a kid that you're kind of signing based on potential. I mean, he's scoring 25 points a game, but there are other pieces to his game that still have to round out. Keon Brooks, you kind of know what you're getting at this point. And
you got a good comparison. I've not seen that kid play. Anybody come to mind?
Man, this is just because of his build and because of how long he is for his position. I'm not saying he's going to be Kevin Durant. Not even close to Kevin Durant. But because he is so long and at 6'8" and a longer wingspan, but really is a guard / stretch 4, he's the guy. He is the guy that comes to mind. So again, doesn't have that level of game, but that's one of the things that popped in my mind calling his game on Saturday.
How'd those games go on Saturday?
Games went exceedingly well. Tip of the cap to Brian Snow and the good folks at Southport for the job they put on. The other thing that struck me was the amount of size that we have in this year's senior class and amongst the top teams in the state. Hamilton Southeastern starts 6'7", 6'7", 7'2", brings in 6'6" off the bench and plays a 6'5" 2-guard. Carmel starts 6'6" and 6'10" up front and has more size that they can bring in. Brownsburg starts 6'7", 6'6", brings in 6'10" off the bench of another big that's hurt that could come back to help him at some point in time. Culver Military in 3A, which even though they lost for the first time this year, if you ask me who the best team in 3A is, it's probably them. They start 6'5", 6'5", and 6'9". And so while we have gone to a spread-the-floor, three-point shooting type of game at all levels of basketball, the post player is alive and well in the state of Indiana this year.
Somebody asked me to ask you this. How big was that win IU had over Louisville?
Massive.
Because, I mean, it was huge, but, I mean, people want to call it Archie Miller. People are telling me it was Archie Miller's first signature win.
No.
Was it? I mean, it was a win against a good team, right?
Because it's
I'm not trying to downplay it, but I didn't think it was as what everybody else described it to me to be.
It's a very good resume win.
Exactly.
Louisville is a good team, not a great team. Louisville is a fringe top 25 team. It's a very good win, and just like you, I'm not trying to minimize it, but it's not signature win category. No, not to that level.
All right, Notre Dame going into the college football playoff with how big of an opportunity to get to that championship
Massive
game?
Opportunity, and I think they've got a chance. I think Clemson will be the favorite. I expect it to be Alabama and Clemson, but I don't expect them to be just complete embarrassing blowout one-sided games. I think Alabama-Oklahoma will be higher scoring, but I think Notre Dame-Clemson, I think my guess is Alabama by 14 and Clemson by 10 would be how I would phrase it.
How about Purdue? Purdue's matchup with Auburn. Will Auburn show up ready to go, or will Auburn say, this is the Music City Bowl, and this is beneath us?
And that's the ultimate question, I think, for all these bowl games that are non-New Year's, and even the New Year's Six bowls that aren't playoffs. Which teams give a crap? Which teams want to be there? And I think for Purdue, playing an SEC team is a big deal. I don't think it's about, nothing wrong with Nashville. It's a great place to spend a weekend. And I know that a lot of our media friends are going, hey, Purdue on a Friday, Colts on a Sunday. Yeah. I'll spend the last weekend of the year in Nashville, and I'll have myself a good old time. But I think that's the question. Will Auburn get fired up to play in Nashville? Will Auburn get fired up to play Purdue? And I'm not sure I know the answer to that question. I think from Purdue's standpoint, they'll be ready to go.
All right, NFL-wise, are we going to see a team in London, or are we going to see everything reviewable? Which is going to happen
Everything
first?
Reviewable. I still think there are issues with putting a team in London from a travel standpoint to play teams on the West Coast. It would not be a big deal to play teams on the East Coast. It would be a big deal to play teams on the West Coast.
Making everything reviewable to an extent, right? I mean, it's
that
like
are
a challenge
not,
opportunity. That's it.
Challengeable. I mean, and let's face it, in the Canadian Football League, you can challenge penalties. You can challenge holding calls. You can challenge pass interference calls.
You want holding calls challenged?
I'm not saying I want that. I'm saying you can challenge that in a league of football that is televised on this continent. They are doing it already. So I think we're going to get to that point.
Would you want that, though?
I want it if we can do it in a quick fashion. If we're not extending games to 3.5, because I want more time to talk on the post-game show. So it comes back to me at all times. So if we can do this,
you're like doing some marathons here.
Actually,
too.
Honestly,
Seems like it.
the Sunday show was pretty quick. Didn't get the mic until 4:30. So only 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So no, but in all seriousness, I'm all in favor of getting it right. If you can do it in a quick fashion and not completely drag down the flow of the game, and basically make them where it's not like booth reviews. Like, in other words, I've got to use one of my challenges. If I want to challenge this call and think that's a BS call, then I can use a challenge flag for it.
All right, Cowboy fans.
Yes.
Give me a big number, or a number. Maybe not a big number, but a number.
15,000.
15?
Yeah, because they come here once every 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big deal. And now you tack on the fact they're playing well. So I amazingly have never been in the building when the Colts have played the Cowboys here. In 2002, at the RCA Dome, I was doing IUPUI basketball up at Notre Dame that Sunday afternoon. In 2010, I was doing the FCS 1AA playoffs in Florida on TV for NCAA.com. So I have never seen a Colts-Cowboys game in Indianapolis, and my guess is going to be that stadium is going to be about 20 to 25% full of Cowboys fans. But my guess would be that's probably the case in a lot of stadiums they play at. Just as when the Colts go on the road, it's not exactly hard to find Colts fans on the road. It's just the nature of the National Football League.
I would say this. I think it would be more had the Colts not had the opportunity still in the postseason.
Sure, absolutely. You're right. More people, if they had even lost on Sunday, more people would have ditched their tickets and sold them to the highest bidder.
Yeah. So, listen, that's the impression that I have, is the fact that you continue to go and be obviously in the argument, in the conversation.
The one thing that I will say is this. I don't think we're going to see empty seats on Sunday. I think you'll see. I mean, they've been announcing crowds about 57,000, 58,000. Normally, a sellout for the Colts is 64,000 to 65,000. I don't think you're going to see empty seats. It may not be all Colts fans, but it'll be all butts and seats.
All right, Greg's in here. Post-game show host coming up after the Cowboys and the Colts on Sunday, and all over the dial otherwise too.
See you, Mr. Pibb.
All right, see you.
Have a lovely.
Like that. You guys drink Mr. Pibb down in Southern Indiana?
It was hard to break away from RC and Big Red.
Big Red was.
But Mr. Pibb did. I mean, it was kind of a bougie drink. Where I'm from in Southern Indiana. But what can you do?
Well, I mean, if you had Coke, if you wanted a Dr. Pepper feel, you had to go get it. If you had a Coke machine.
Well, since you bring that up, it was much more. What type of Coke do you want? A Dr. Pepper. That was a very legitimate conversation in Harrison County.
People forget it, but we've adapted to it now because you go into a convenience store and you have everything to choose from.
Right.
Back then, it might be a Pepsi machine, it might be a Coke machine.
It was just like
it might be an RC machine.
It was like the 4-channel experience. What are we watching? 311, 32, or 41?
You remember the Diet Cola that came along that was always in the RC machine?
Diet Right.
Diet Right.
Yeah, we were big Diet Right fans in the Rakestraw household. We had the long, slender 16-ounce bottles, like the 8-packs that you could return. That was Mom's diet soda of choice. Was Diet Right.
You remember the diet soda before Diet Coke?
Tab, right?
Tab.
Yeah.
Tab.
Yeah.
That was some bad. I think they still make Tab.
Yes, they do.
Don't they?
Absolutely. Kind of like
stuff.
PBR. Same thing. Not that PBR is bad tasting, but
Tab's
to
not
take
good.
you back to your youth.
Greg, thanks, buddy.
Of course.
Greg Rakestraw in studio. We got more to give away for you coming up here. Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator of the Colts, and he joins us coming up at 5 o'clock today or a little bit after that. Cory Joseph, Pacers guard, is going to join us coming up at 5:30 today, too. Connecticut Water question of the day. We'll jump back to that coming up. Pacers win last night. We'll talk about that. Their matchup with the Bucks coming up tomorrow night. Also there, a change after the Monday night game last night. Not a head coach getting fired, but at least a highly sought-after coordinator. Remember, he was the quarterback's coach in Philly a year ago. He was hired to take over for Pat Shurmur in Minnesota, who got the gig as the head coach of the Giants, and it did not work out. Oh, yeah, the path of John DeFilippo who lost his job earlier today after last night and that clown show that was the Vikings offense. That and a whole lot more. And, the Connecticut water question of the day is, everything needs to be reviewable? Question mark, yes or no, at JMV 1070. Back with you next.
Guys, erectile dysfunction got you down? The Indianapolis Men's Clinic's all-male staff specializes in treating ED and other sexual health-related issues. Call today for a consultation. 999-9000.
Hey, this is Jeff Saturday, and I want to tell you what to do if you ever have a fire or flood or mold damage at your home or place of business. Call More Restoration Disaster Cleanup. I can tell you firsthand that their customer service and response time is second to none in Indiana. So if you ever have an unexpected fire or flood like I did, call the only Indianapolis restoration company that I used in my home. Call More Restoration or visit morerestoration.com. And hey, tell them Jeff Saturday sent you.
At Huntington, we're always looking out for you. So when business owners told us it can be tough to stay on top of their finances, we invented the real-time robot.
Hello, Dale. You currently have $11,317 in your business account.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, real-time robot.
Update. You have $11,316 in your account. Employee Brenda bought a pen.
Okay, thanks. You don't have to update me on everything.
Update. Employee Brenda bought a stapler.
Yeah, see, that's something I really don't need to...
Update. And staples.
No.
So we simplified. Presenting the Huntington Hub, our online and mobile banking platform that analyzes your spending and forecasts your cash flow, so you know where your business stands today and how to plan for tomorrow. It's just one more way we're looking out for you. Huntington, welcome. Member FDIC.
Look at that guy.
Who is he?
Don't know. Would like to.
When you've got Hims, you've got confidence. No more worries about your performance, because Hims helps you connect with doctors online and makes it easy to get a prescription for a medication that treats ED. The same active ingredient as that little blue pill.
I don't know. There's something about him.
Hims can ship your prescription right to your door at affordable prices. And right now, when you go to 4hims.com/cool, you can get a consult with a real doctor who can prescribe you a month's supply for just $5. With Hims, you can have access to the treatment you need and all the confidence in the world.
Is this seat taken?
Take it.
Stop worrying about ED. And now get a month's supply for just $5 through Hims. To learn more about getting your first order for $5, go to 4hims.com/cool. That's 4hims.com/cool. 4hims.com/COOL.
This is Beth Rovazini with B&W Plumbing and Heating. On behalf of our staff and our families, we want to wish everyone a warm holiday greeting. And if your house is not warm and toasty, our professionals in the Big Black Trucks can make you warm and cozy in no time. Find us online at bigbblacktrucks.com. That's bigbblacktrucks.com. You can schedule online at bigbblacktrucks.com. And to all, a happy and successful 2019.
B&W's been taking care of Central Indiana families since 1961. B&W is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Royal Pin Entertainment is a great place to upgrade your office holiday party this year. Get a great tasting food buffet with several delicious menu options including pizza, barbecue, and the tailgate. Unlimited soft drinks, games of bowling, and shoes, all for as low as $25 per person. Become the office hero by scoring bowling, food, and fun for your entire team. Upgrade your fun by adding drinks from our wonderful selection of adult beverages, craft beer, laser tag, or games from our arcade. With 4 convenient locations around the Indianapolis area, Royal Pin Entertainment is ready to host your group and help make your year-end festivities memorable. Email events at royalpin.com or visit royalpin.com to book your group's party today.
Set them up, knock them down, send them flying, spinning round.
Royal Pin bowling, bowling.
Royal Pin.
For the first time ever, Diamonds Direct's putting all earrings on sale at 25% off. Yes, 25% off all earrings this weekend only. Make this the year you get her that incredible pair of diamond stud earrings she's always wanted and save an unprecedented 25%. Special financing available too. Save on diamond studs, diamond hoops, designer earrings, colored gemstone earrings. Best prices ever on the best selection ever. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Let's get those credit cards paid off today with a cash-out refinance, and you'll even skip 2 full months of mortgage payments. The 5-minute loan approval at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Kevin Bowen delivers the latest news on the Colts and Pacers with Grady and Big Joe, Dan Dockich, and JMV. Listen every week to Kevin's Corner, brought to you by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
The Grady and Big Joe Show.
If you were mad at 4th and 4, or you were on the fence about the other fourth down calls, and you didn't like what you saw Sunday, then you have free terrain to say what the hell you want to say. If you love the 4th and 4 against Houston, if you love the pass to Andrew Luck where he took the big hit on 4th down, if you loved all those plays, but you big mad after the game against Jacksonville, man, that's weak sauce, bro.
The Grady and Big Joe Show. 10 till noon weekdays on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
Dynamite drop-in money. That broadcast school has really paid off.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Welcome back. Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator, Colts, 5 o'clock. Cory Joseph, Pacers guard, 5:30. We're trying to figure out exactly why Eric Swope was just waived. I mean, given the injury situations for the Colts at tight end, I'm wondering, like the rest of you, I don't know. Like Daniel asked me, did Swope get in trouble or what? I don't know. I hadn't heard anything about it, but that is a surprise move. The Colts waived Eric Swope. I mean, really, even if Mo Alley Cox is ready to come back, I mean, what's going on there? Eric Swope has been waived. 7 games, 2 starts, 2018, 8 passes, 87 yards, 3 touchdowns. I know that's not overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination, but it just seems like that their tight end situation, and we'll see. Eric Swope waived. A little discussion there. If you want to mention, Matt Eberflus will join us, the defensive coordinator of the Colts, at 5. Got a lot to talk about as far as this defense is concerned. A lot of questions. Darius Leonard, his level of play. Why the production level the past 2 games? Is it more than just being back after injury for Autry? I mean, there are a lot of things to talk about, and we'll have it covered for you. Really, I can't remember the last time a coordinator was allowed to come on during the season in a phone interview, and I think that's great. Matter of fact, I'm excited about that. Connecticut Water question of the day: should everything in the NFL be reviewable? 59% so far say no. It's from James. Random thought after hearing about Walker and Leonard. Love watching them. They're this era's Cato June and David Thornton. Cato June and David Thornton were very good. Listen, I think that the bar is set so high on Darius Leonard right now, it's incredible. And really should be. That's from Jason. JMV, 3 up is awesome. You can sit outside almost year-round. I'll walk over tomorrow. I think my man Tucker Barnhart's thinking about coming tomorrow, too. 3 up is the location. We're going to be there coming up tomorrow up in Carmel. It is on the rooftop of Anthony's Chop House. Now, I've not been there before, but we're going to break it open. I think we're giving drinks to like the first 15. I can't say that, can I? Giving drinks? I think we may have some product for the first 15 people there. I think I can say that. So above Anthony's Chop House tomorrow, 3 up is the location in Carmel. Should be a great live show location for you, too. JMV, are your kids going to go see Marshmello and the Chainsmokers tonight? Well, I mean, Marshmello I don't think goes on until like 9 o'clock, Tony. Is that accurate?
Yeah, so he's going to be the middle. I think it's BB Rexa who opens up. And if you remember, she sang the national anthem, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, maybe so.
At the 500.
9 o'clock. My kid's on a Tuesday night.
Hey, you got any spotted cow for me in the truck?
I do, actually.
Cool. Thanks.
I just thought about that when I opened up the truck, and there it was there. Yeah.
But yeah, so BB will open up, and I don't think the show starts until, 8 o'clock? So
that's going to be late for the kids right there. Indy Drew writes this, so Swope only played on 9 plays Sunday. I don't know if it's surprising or not, only because it doesn't matter. If anything, it tells me that Mo Alley Cox is healthy. Swope to the practice squad in 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, I guess because there's somewhat of an unknown, and Jack Doyle done for the season. It kind of seems like if you're going to make a move at that position, that might not be the one to make. Raised eyebrows, I think, at the very least.
Does it seem, and this happens, and it's happened to him throughout the season, hey, we've got an injury on the offensive line. We need to carry an extra offensive lineman. Hey, go back to your apartment. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave town. You'll be back with us next week.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe. It just seems odd because of how injured that position has been. And, you talk about the catch or the non-catch that he made on Sunday, where that's when they had the whole epidemic of drops again, and he kind of caught that one by the nose and then juggled it out of bounds. But I guess at that position, because it's been so dinged up, it's a little bit surprising. Jeff is at 239-1070. Jeff, go ahead.
JMV, how are you?
Great.
So we're looking at trying to figure out what the problem is and fixing it with instant replay.
That's what everybody's thinking, yeah.
The problem's not how to fix the issue with television or replay. The problem is it's all about one thing, getting the plays right on the field. And if the guys that are out there can't do that, then find people that can. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's plenty of people that can, but you've got the same guys that have been officiating for years in the NFL that aren't very good. And it's not something that's just creeping up overnight. But in the Pittsburgh game, if you can't see that there was a guy stepping back 2 seconds before the ball snapped, and then there were 5 other ones later in the game, something's wrong with who you've got on the field. So go find people that can officiate, make officiating accountable to play calling. And it's not just in the NFL. It goes on in NCAA basketball. It goes on in a lot of sports.
Where is the officiating? Which sport is the officiating at its worst?
It used to be the NBA. It did. And now I got to say it's probably the NFL. As far as professional sports goes, college basketball has gotten awful. And that's because you've got 20% of the guys working 80% of the games. And when you're 50 years old and you're out there 6 nights, 5 nights a week, you can't be mentally sharp. But the people running the asylum, the NCAA head of officials and these supervisors of conferences that continue to allow that stuff, that's the fault. And there's no accountability in officiating. I've said this for 10 years, and nobody wants to listen. And until there's accountability in officiating, you look at the Pittsburgh game. There was probably 5 false starts they could have called in that game, and you got to look at the guy that's missing these.
Yeah, we only pick and choose, though. We pick and choose. It's not even the false starts we're looking at as much as it is the personal foul flags, things of that nature, though.
Yeah, the problem with sports in general is they make it hard.
Let me give you an honest point that I have here. I would rather there be nothing than overall everything. Because I just would. I used to be exactly what you're talking about here, but it just kind of drives me nuts to the point where I'm just thinking, do it out there, or I'd rather them do it not at all than everything.
But look at the back of the days when the Patriots DBs used to just hold everybody all the time. I don't think you can go that route. I think you've got to have the game called like a sport, not like entertainment, or it's not going to be a sport, and you're going to lose. You talk about you think people are still going to watch. If you go to everything reviewable, people will not watch any longer. They're losing interest because the sports are being gimmicked up any longer, and they're not sports. And it's just not fun for the true sports fan. I love college basketball. I couldn't watch a college basketball game to save my life anymore.
I guess it doesn't affect me as much as it affects you, though. Listen, I complain about it, and I certainly thank you for the call, Jeff. I complain about the NBA officials, but I mean, it doesn't bother me to my core. I mean, I think it's funny to call these guys the best in the world when I think they miss easy stuff, but it doesn't drive me away from the game. I'm not going to be driven away from the NFL game because Bobby Wagner got away with something last night. I don't look at it that much. Matter of fact, it probably benefits us more than anything else because we can actually have the debate of the conversation afterwards, which is still going to be there regardless. I'll sit here and tell you I'd rather have none than at all. And I used to be everything, under the umbrella of everything, utilizing technology to its fullest, and now I'm thinking, nah, I don't care. Let's go back to 1977, which I know you can, but you understand what I'm talking about here. Just not. It doesn't affect me that much. I don't even mind. Honestly, I don't even mind the debate and the conversation that comes along with a missed call. Yeah, I don't look at it that much, I guess. JMV. I'm not an NFL team. I'm not a fan of an NFL team in London. I think it would be cool to have a team in Hawaii. Keep it on the mainland here, everybody. JMV, were there any swanky open-air bars in Greene County like 3 Up? Yeah. Let's see. Aggie's Funhouse. There used to be something called the Oodle Inn. It was known for oodling in and waddling out. The Oodle Inn, no longer with us. Jack's Blue Room, Tony, in Jasonville, was a hot spot in the day. Aggie's Funhouse in Bloomfield still there. Swanky open-air bars in GC like 3 Up. Probably not, but yeah, Aggie's Funhouse, the Spot Lounge, that's pretty solid work right there on the square in Bloomfield. And the Oodle Inn was pretty big back in the day. Yeah, you know what's kind of funny? I guess I am harder core on NBA officials than I am, I guess, anything. I just kind of got an axe to grind with that. I am not as affected as Jeff the caller there about, well, you know, they make bad calls and I'm not going to watch this anymore. I can't watch college. I mean, that's not going to drive me away like that. I'd rather it be nothing than everything. I will say that. It's from Z. Williams in Davies County. We opened the barn doors. Well done. Brent says, Joetta's Pizza Villa in Linton has rooftop bar now. That's awesome. JMV, Jeff is an ex-college basketball official. He's very disgruntled. Jeff doesn't want to watch any college games anymore. I can't do that. I can't go that far with it. And again, I don't mind the debate either. All right, quick one. We'll come back. Tony says break. We'll do so. Matt Eberflus. He is the defensive coordinator of the Colts, coming up a little after 5. Cory Joseph of the Pacers, their guard's going to join us at 5:32. I mentioned that we're going to be at 3 Up tomorrow. That's above Anthony's Chop House in Carmel. First 15 there will receive some product, everybody. About that. Back with you next.
Don't forget The Fan is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Like and follow The Fan for updates on all things Indy Sports Center.
Hey, Dad. I wanted to remind you that the holidays are close. Real close. And Mom and I don't need wool socks again. At Hellsberg, you can get jewelry for Mom and get a free Nintendo Switch system for me. 2 gifts in 1 trip. I'm not saying you're a last-minute shopper, but I'm not saying that either.
Get gifts that get gifts at Hellsberg Diamonds, like a free Nintendo Switch system when you spend $1,199 or more. Hellsberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company. Limited time offer while supplies last. See online or in-store for details. Game sold separately.
Hey, Pete the Planner here with a gift that'll brighten your kids' future. Indiana's College Choice 529 Direct Savings Plan. It's more than the right gift, it's a bright gift because it's a tax advantage way to save. Earnings can grow tax free when used for qualified expenses at any eligible post-secondary school, including tuition, books, computers, or even room and board. Plus, contributing to a College Choice 529 plan account can earn Indiana residents a 20% state tax credit of up to $1,000 a year. So this gift-giving season, do the bright thing. Open a College Choice 529 plan account or make your contributions today. To learn more and enroll, visit collegechoicedirect.com.
Non-qualified withdrawals may be subject to federal and state taxes and penalties. Benefits are subject to eligibility requirements. Read the disclosure statement carefully before investing.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, Colts VIP Tailgate, coming straight at you on Sunday, presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. I don't know what the food is going to be, but I know it's going to be great. Celebrity Chef Aaron May is going to have it for you. All you can eat, all you can drink. Premium bottled everything for you, too. Music inside out. We do a radio show in there, too. The Bullseye Event Center is absolutely fantastic. Right off of Capitol, right next to Lucas Oil Stadium. And here's what I want you to do. They have tickets, they have passes, and they have parking. So you can put that all together. What a great Christmas gift idea for that sports fan or that fan of fun closest to you that you need a great gift idea for this time of year. That would be it right there. Log on, bullseyeeventgroup.com, and make sure you're a part of it. And if you need tickets to the game, passes into the Colts VIP tailgate, or parking passes as well, they have it for you. It is going to be incredible on Sunday. Be there, bullseyeeventgroup.com.
Hi, this is Matt Taylor, radio voice of the Indianapolis Colts. We are proud to partner with the Indiana Blood Center to help raise awareness of the importance of blood donation and do our part to help boost the blood supply and give back to our community. Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. That person could be a friend, family member, neighbor, or even you. In order to maintain a safe and healthy blood supply for patients in hospitals across the state, Indiana Blood Center needs to see 550 donors every single day. Unfortunately, when the weather gets cooler, donations usually decrease, even though the need does not. That's why the Colts are once again partnering with the Indiana Blood Center to encourage our fans to raise their sleeves and give the gift of life to those in need. I encourage you to make an appointment to donate blood at your nearest donor center or mobile blood drive. To schedule your appointment, visit versity.org/Indiana Blood. That's VERSITI.org/Indiana Blood. On behalf of the entire Indianapolis Colts organization, I thank you for saving lives in our communities.
There are times in life when certain situations are unavoidable. As life passes, we get a little slower and a little more achy than the year before. All part of life. But when we lose the ability for intimacy with the one we love, it can feel much worse. Unfortunately, the lady we love typically feels like this situation is just because of her. As men, we know that's just not true. We want that spark back just as much as she does. The Indianapolis Men's Clinic physicians hear this from struggling couples every day. Fortunately, that struggle in your relationship from erectile dysfunction can be gone. One simple visit to the Indianapolis Men's Clinic with a same-day solution. The joy of your relationship will be back. And the best part of it is seeing that spark back in a happy relationship. Call 999-9000. It's simple, safe, and private. 999-9000. Clinic visit, evaluation, and testing is just $99. IndyMen'sClinic.com for more information. 999-9000.
All right, fellas, you still looking for that special Christmas gift idea for your wife or girlfriend? Hey, treat her to the very best this year with the world's softest pajamas from Pajamagram, America's PJ experts for over 15 years. The world's softest pajamas are lighter than a cloud and softer than a bunny. Seriously, that's how they describe it right here. She is going to love it. Love the way it feels, the softness, the warmth, the comfort. Love the way that it looks, too. And you don't have to wrap it because Pajamagram includes free gift packaging, too, and delivery by Christmas is absolutely guaranteed. Plus, they're backed by a 100% lifetime guarantee, so you risk nothing. Thousands of dudes out there, just like you, in fact, have made their loved ones happy by giving them the world's softest pajamas. And you can too, but you need to get these amazing PJs today because normally they sell out before Christmas. Here's what to do. Pajamagram.com. That's Pajamagram.com right now. Tell them I sent you. Pajamagram.com now.
Get ready for it. This is huge. Announcing the first ever epic earring sale at Diamonds Direct. No kidding, because you get a never-before offer 25% off all earrings in our cases. Diamond studs, 25% off. Diamond hoops, 25% off. Designer earrings, colored gemstones, they're all yours for 25% off. Only at Diamonds Direct, and only Friday through Sunday. Special financing, too. It's one epic earring sale at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Hey, Dan Doggage for Family Leisure. It's the buy one, get one half off Christmas sale. Buy one of the many specially marked items store-wide and get half off the second item. Buy an arcade, get a game table, half off. Buy a spa, get a pool table, half off. Buy a shuffleboard table, get a massage chair, half off. The combinations are endless. Shop for someone on your list and get half off an item for yourself. Don't miss the buy one, get one half off sale now at Family Leisure from the Family Leisure team. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Get the cash you need and pay off your credit cards once and for all at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
It's the morning after featuring Jeff Saturday. Everything you need to know about the Colts game the day before. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
I'm John. Thank you for joining us. Tony's over there. We're on YouTube right now. The YouTube channel. He's got us live, local, and late breaking. Check us out there. The Fan YouTube channel. Tomorrow, 3 up. We're in Carmel. Right next to the Monon above Anthony's Chop House. Greg Rakestraw earlier. Podcast 1070thefan.com. A can't miss 5 o'clock hour. Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator of the Colts. He joins us a little after 5. So your defensive questions, I already have loaded up what I want to ask. But if you guys want to sneak anything in, you certainly can. Love to have them. Cory Joseph, Pacers guard, is going to join us coming up at 5:30 as well. And on the road tomorrow, on the road on Thursday, we're downtown at the Slippery Noodle with our Larceny Locks and Luna Zool Shots with Brent Halverson of the gang down there. That should be great. And Friday, Bud Light Blue Friday is at That Place Bar and Grill. Emerson and County Line, Southside, Cowboys, Colts tickets. So that should be a great time. JMV, are all the Myles Turner haters silent today? No, there's just one clown named Dustin Sanders or something who is a clown, straight clown. And listen, I don't care if, he's just a clown. He just says it to be a clown. So, no, everybody's on board with it. I think I understand. Last 10, great. I understand one game, sure. Seems like that just some of you out there, especially the clowns like this guy, are just, you're going to kind of change the dynamic every time. It's just some people are going to be against that dude. And I don't get it. Even in games where he hasn't scored, even in games where he hasn't rebounded up to your par, he's still been there, and his teammates talk about the block shots, talked about his defense. But some of you knobs aren't going to get it, and that's why you're knobs. Knobs won't get it. You're knobs for a reason. JMV, referees and umpires were more confident and emphatic prior to replay. Rarely got it wrong, too. I would agree that replay definitely plays a role there. I'm not as hardcore. I'm never watching this again because this is a joke. I think it affects us the way that we do watch, especially with the number of flags, and you always expect them. On kickoffs, check that. On any kick that's returned, which normally is not kickoffs, but certainly punts. Every punt return, and now nearly every pass play now you just expect it. But I'd rather have the debate and keep it the way that it is, and still, if human error plays a role, then by God, human error plays a role, right? I don't want to go any further. I know some of you guys do. I just don't. Jay Ryan writes this. On a side note, you have seen this vehicle vending machine they just built off of I-69. This could be the craziest thing I've seen in a while. This vehicle vending machine. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, that's new. I think I've seen it on
vehicle vending machine.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
Got to come with creative ways to sell vehicles.
Vehicle. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I was thinking about it another way. Now, the vehicle vending machine is that big glass structure right there at I-69 and 465. What's it called? Carvax or something or other.
There's one on Keystone.
Yeah,
Keystone
that looks.
96.
Yeah.
That's auto imports, but I think there is something that...
I got you now.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were talking about like a car that was a vending machine where you'd pull up and...
Yeah, you're going 65 down, 465.
Yeah, something like that.
The guy will toss you a bag of Fritos and a Coke.
Carvana is what it's called.
Yep.
I saw that. I didn't know what the hell it was going to be. Carvana. Yeah, your vehicle's up on the 9th floor. Okay. Chris Presley downstairs. Myles is a center. What does everyone accept 20 points a game for him? Best draft player we've had in years. I like where he is right now. I like the confidence level. And listen, it may not go well for him against Milwaukee tomorrow night. Maybe he struggles against Embiid. Assuming Embiid's on the floor coming up on Friday. Maybe that happens. But I think he gives you a dynamic that without him, this team simply does not have. And there's zero argument here. Zero argument. And he said it last night. Scoring, rebounding, one thing, but defense and protecting the rim is something that the organization said that they need out of every game, and he does that every game. Sorry, that's Chris Presley's, not the one downstairs. That's a different one. I thought it was the one downstairs. But here's what this Chris Presley has. You ready? Guitar slinger, father of the year, Lebitard enthusiast, JMV sucks. I like that, Chris Presley.
Definitely not the Chris Presley
that
works here, though.
I like that. Quick one. Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator of the Colts. Maybe the first time you've heard, certainly the first time you've heard him on the radio in a live interview. He joins us coming up after 5. Cory Joseph in the 5 o'clock hour 2 from the Pacers. Back with you next.
The season is still early. The Pacers are finding their way in the East.
Ahead to Turner. He'll take it in.
And you can hear every play of every game on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Oh, Ladipo.
Next up for the blue and gold, the Pacers play host to the Milwaukee Bucks at the Fieldhouse. Wednesday at 6:30. Mark Boyle has the call.
To go. 3 ball.
On FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan, your home for Pacers basketball.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Marshall Home Comfort Solutions in Franklin? Find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
All right, most wonderful time of year. You know the songs, you know the drill here. But don't let it be the same old, same old. I mean, do a different drill. Go to Diamonds Direct. Their worldwide buying power is going to help you be a hero this holiday season. The same old is out. In with the new and the great Diamonds Direct value you're going to get on rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, pearls, colored gemstones, fashion jewelry, one-of-a-kind designer pieces, all there for you. 3 years, 0 interest financing. Anybody want it? 3 years, 0 interest financing. It's going to make it easy for you, too, to have this be the best holiday season for her ever. Let me tell you, they're keeping score, friends, right? Don't go home with the same old, same old. Think outside the box, or in this case, in a little box. Take it home from Diamonds Direct, and you will be the hero for the remainder, actually, for next year, for 2019, your hero status with Diamonds Direct. 3 years, 0 interest financing just in time for the holidays. Open expanded hours, including every Sunday in December. Diamonds Direct. Directions and details at diamondsdirect.com.
Look at that guy. Who is he? Don't know. Would like to.
When you've got Hims, you've got confidence. No more worries about your performance, because Hims helps you connect with doctors online and makes it easy to get a prescription for a medication that treats ED. The same active ingredient as that little blue pill.
I don't know. There's something about him.
Hims can ship your prescription right to your door at affordable prices. And right now, when you go to 4hims.com/cool, you can get a consult with a real doctor who can prescribe you a month's supply for just $5. With Hims, you can have access to the treatment you need and all the confidence in the world.
Is this seat taken?
Take it.
Stop worrying about ED and now get a month's supply for just $5 through Hims. To learn more about getting your first order for $5, go to 4hims.com/cool. That's 4hims.com/cool. 4hims.com/COOL.
Thank you. 2 words that hopefully be used a lot as we head into the peak of the holiday season. 2 words that have real meaning when spoken to one another. At Penske Chevrolet at 96th and Keystone Avenue, thank you is expressed with incredible deals. Jay Smith and Brett Rosie are going to finish off the year with GM employee pricing for everybody. You pay what a Penske employee pays on all in-stock 2018 models, and now the deal has been extended to select in-stock 2019 models. Penske is also offering 24-month, 10,000-mile-a-year leases on the 2019 Equinox. That's just $129 a month. 2019 Traverses are $279 a month, and the 2018 Malibu just $99 a month. You put up a little money up front and then drive away with a super low payment. See dealer for details. And Jace just added this to an email he sent me. I also want to offer a $200 Visa gift card for anyone who purchases any new 2018 or 2019 in-stock Chevy from now through the end of the year. Chevy, find new roads at Penske Chevrolet and at PenskeChevyIndy.com. Thank you and happy holidays.
At Huntington, we're always looking out for you. So when our customers told us it can be tough to keep track of spending, we invented the spending drone.
How can I help you today? Oh, I'm looking for a dress to wear tonight.
Budget on track.
Is that your drone? Oh yeah, that's my Huntington spending drone. Follows me around. Make sure I don't overspend when I go shopping.
Amazing. Well, these are the dresses over here. Anything else I can get you?
Yeah, maybe some shoes to go with it.
Over budget.
Or how about some earrings?
Over budget.
How about a necklace?
Nope.
Scarf?
Nope.
Belt? Lipstick?
Sorry, over budget.
How about just the dress?
Budget on track.
That thing follows you everywhere? Yep.
That's, helpful.
So we simplified, presenting Huntington Heads Up. You set the monthly amounts you want to spend on shopping, and we'll send a heads up to your phone to keep you on track. It's just one more way we're looking out for you. Huntington, welcome. Member FDIC, carriers message and data rates may apply.
This year, Hero.Loan personally paid over $85,000 worth of appraisals for our service members. You'll never pay for an appraisal at Hero.Loan.
Hey, it's John here for Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows, incredible technology. It's called Super Spacer. Keeps the warm air in, cold air out. Looks fantastic from the outside. And it's going to save you money, too, in energy costs. I know it because I have them, and they have done it. 317-547-2600. 317-547-2600. Act right now. You get right now, for every window you buy, you get the next one free and 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, you get tickets to the Colts-Giants game, courtesy of Universal Windows Direct. Again, 317-547-2600. 317-547-2600. Online, universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Get up to $250 back on select installed sets of Goodyear tires. Details in store. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis. The Pacers' homestand ends against the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow evening at 6:30 on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
I want you out in front of the school with her. I'd like to have a few words with you, by God.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Matt Eberflus in a second. Cory Joseph, bottom of the hour. JMV, what specifically is the criteria for eligibility to become a pro sports official, i.e. is there a degree in sports officiating? I mean, you got to go through, I know my man D. George can tell you that. I mean, start at the bottom, work your way up, and just grade out to the level in which, I think NBA-wise, you move up from the G League and now you go to the NBA level. Test to pass. The criteria is stringent, by the way. I'm not against officials. I've never been against officials. I mean, that's why I don't want to go too far with just kind of weeding them out. I'm willing to live. Now, we'll debate it, and we'll probably cuss about it, probably make light of it, but I'm okay with debating it than living with it, more so than a lot of other people. Thank you, Pierre. Hey, by the way, youtube.com, that's where you can find me. Hello. The 1070 The Fan YouTube page. I mentioned Matt Eberflus in a minute. JMV at 1070thefan.com. JMV, maybe us knobs would like our biggest player to grab more than 5 rebounds a game. He's great defensively, but he's not above reproach. Should we stop right there? Nobody said that he's above reproach. I mean, he's critical all the time. I'm just saying, give the dude credit where credit is due. And stop pitting him against the guy in Sabonis that comes off the bench and be happy they're on the same team. How hard is that to understand? Hey, by the way, JMV, calling someone a knob is lame as blank. Maybe that word should be used for radio personalities that have their bald head on a billboard. I'm just saying. Wait a minute. They're going to laugh from the crowd? My bald head on a billboard, get a laugh from the crowd and a response. Danny Goodlett swinging the hammer at me today after 5. Normally when that happens, Danny is very sensitive and completely understands that he is absolutely one of the knobs I'm talking about here. Not everybody is, and you're probably not one, but Danny Goodlett is. Terrible. From the bald head on the billboard. Suck. JMV, I would rather see a football game with better rules I can live with. A few blown calls in this respect. Roberts in Crawfordsville. What, no crowd reaction from that? So what, Danny Goodlett gets a crowd reaction and I get squad, huh? Great.
You get squad.
That is just wonderful.
Sorry, I got to answer the phone.
We're waiting on Matt Eberflus to call in here. Excited, JMV, about Eberflus. See if you can feel out the whole swope cut thing. Got you on 1070 The Fans app, loud and clear in Michigan. Man, Lincoln, why are you in Michigan, that crap hole armpit of a state? Ooh. Well, that gets no crowd response either. Man.
Nah, you rip on Michigan too much, man.
Get nothing.
Nothing.
It's from Josh. Sounds like you guys put the smack down on the church chat today, at least in Mooresville. Yeah, we're getting kind of tired of it. Okay, more important topics. Are the Reds going to do anything in the hot stove? Well, I already miss Billy Hamilton. Are they... Oh, dude.
Yeah, I miss Billy Hamilton, too.
Wait a minute. That didn't deserve that.
Oh.
I, dropped 3 things after Danny Goodlett's email. I get nothing. And Chris Presley gets a strong crowd reaction? What the heck? I'm not going to hold my breath because I never do. And Tucker Barnhart knows I love him. That's my guy and all, but I'm not going to hold my breath on the Reds' maneuvers. My man wants to be my guy. Keep it real. Indy wants so bad for me to read and acknowledge his stuff, and I just can't do it. It's like a picture of me. And I know that that's somebody's burner around here. I know that that's somebody. It might even... Is that your burner? Who was your burner back in the day?
I don't have a burner anymore.
No, you had
John.
what was his name? Mike Thomas?
Oh, Mark Thomas. Yeah,
Mark Thomas. God, Mark Thomas was a jerk that we found out it was Tony.
Professional a-hole.
The professional a-hole was Tony Donahue. Yeah, why don't you put some sound effects behind that? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Cory Joseph.
Keep you on your toes over there.
Cory Joseph, bottom of the hour. 3 up tomorrow. That's above Anthony's Chop House in Carmel. Join us there. First 15 there, some free product. All right? Mentioned Cory's at the bottom of the hour on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. I'm excited about this. I can't remember the last time we've had a coordinator on the show. The first-year defensive coordinator of the Colts, worked in Dallas. Cowboys coming up on Sunday. Matt Eberflus on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Hey, Matt, thank you for the time. How are you?
I'm doing well, just preparing for our game here this Sunday.
All right, and your game is against a team that you know very well. But I honestly want to ask you this about this Cowboys team, especially offensively, which is what you're looking at. Do you view anything tape-wise prior to the arrival midseason of Amari Cooper? What exactly are you looking at here in preparation for the game Sunday?
Well, you always look at really the same aspects of every team. You look at the run first. What are they doing on first and second down in terms of their run game? What are their run actions? What is their passing game, their quicks, their boots, and all those different various things they do on first and second down. And then you move on from there. You go to your third down situational, 2-minute red zone, goal line, short yardage, and you pretty much do that, just go through the week as you prepare for them like you do every week.
How do they look compared to what they were before Amari Cooper? I don't want you to give away anything, what you're looking at, what you're dialed into, but just from what you've seen so far, what do they look like now compared to what they were before his arrival?
Yeah, I just think that anytime you add a talent like Amari Cooper, I just think you add another element in terms of the perimeter part of the field that brings you, just you can attack the field, the deep part of the field better, and that's what they're doing. So they have the 1-2 punch, so to speak, with 21 running the ball in there, and then having the ability to throw the ball on the outside, which they didn't have before. So I think it's and they're using it, and they're doing a good job with it.
Matt Eberflus is the Colts defensive coordinator. Colts get the Cowboys here coming up on Sunday. He joins us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. And listen, you talk about a great wide receiver, and Hopkins is certainly one of those. In the first game, he got loose. On Sunday in Houston, he didn't. What did you do, and what did you really like what the guys did on the field to help contain him compared to that first meeting in September?
Yeah, I think the guys just had a good mindset, and we did a few things schematic-wise to disrupt him a little bit, and the guys just really executed the game plan and did a nice job. It was a total effort with the D-line, the linebackers in the secondary, and they all just bought into it and did a nice job.
What do you really like about what you've seen from this? It seems like, I don't know, it seems like this defense is evolving kind of right before our eyes with a great deal of young talent on it. What have you really liked from what you have seen, let's say, Matt, in the last month or so of the season?
Yeah, that's, in the system that we run, it's all about, doing some of the same things over and over again. And it's majoring in the minors, meaning that we major in the details and fundamentals of football. And when you keep repping things over and over again, fundamentals and technique and doing the basic things right, what happens, and you'll see it through the course of the year and really since the system's been around, that the teams that run it really play their best football at the end because we hold guys to a standard of effort and execution, and everybody knows what everybody's job is. And what you'll see at the end is improvement by young players and older players, and then the unit should start to improve as the year goes.
And one of those ways you do that, and this has been explained to me, Anthony Walker's kind of let me in just a little bit. Not so much behind the curtain, but I guess a little bit, Matt, regarding loafs. The loaf is a brilliant idea. Is there anybody that's gone through a game that's played a lot of snaps, let's say, defensively, that has not received a loaf in the film room study after the game?
That's never happened in the history of the system, not one time. You basically start off, if say Anthony Walker's playing 60 plays, he basically starts off in my mind with 60 loafs, and he has to prove to me he's not loafing.
How close? God, this is great. I'm putting this on tape. This is great. Well, how close has he come to getting very few loafs, I guess, in this case? How close?
Well, he's done a good job. Less than 10's a number, less than 10. How
did you come up with this whole way to, I guess, to evaluate your guys?
Yeah, it's not mine. It's been in the system since 19. I don't know exactly when it started. I know it was probably in the early 90s. They started the loaf system, and it's not a lot of people have, and they say they have the loaf system.
Yeah.
That's really not what it's about. It's about holding guys to standards in practice and then holding to the standard in the game. And then eventually what happens is, and what's happening with our group, is they hold each other to it. And that's the most important thing, when they start holding each other to the effort and the standard in which we want to play.
Oh, that builds something, too, I would guess. Something really special on that side of the football. That seems like that's an incredible tool for you, right? I mean, as far as trying to build this team, especially when some people kind of look at it with guys that have to grow into their role, but building a team like that seems like a really great tool to do that.
Yeah, I just think it's accountability. It's responsibility to yourself, to your teammate, and then trusting each other to get it done. And that's what it's about.
He is the defensive coordinator of the Colts, Matt Eberflus, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. All right, we think that Darius Leonard is really good. We don't look at it through the same scope as you do. What makes him so good through your eyes, Coach?
Well, I just think he's a mature competitor. You know, when you look at him in terms of his work ethic, I think day in and day out, he comes to work to get better. Coach, how can I improve? What are the things that I can work on this week to get better at? And you're seeing him improving before our eyes. He's starting to grow in the position. And really the guys in front of him really help him too. You know, the defensive line, when they play well, the linebackers play well just because they're resetting the front. You know, they're changing the line of scrimmage, and it's certainly a lot easier to play linebacker when that happens. And that's what you're seeing. The defensive line's playing well, and therefore Darius is able to get downhill at the runs and make plays in the perimeter.
Did you think he was going to be able to accomplish, I mean, just how you look at him stat-wise as a rookie, what he's been able to this point of the season?
Yeah, I think that when Chris in the scouting staff looked at him with the coaching staff in the offseason, you know, first of all, they do a great job. They did an awesome job of evaluating talent this last year, including Darius. But when we decided that we were going to take him and go on him, we knew the talent was there. But then when you start to live with a guy and understand who he is as a man, then you realize, you know, what a blessing it is that we got him in terms of his leadership skills, in terms of his work ethic, and in terms of him coming and doing his job every single day. And he's got an infectious can-do spirit, and he does a really good job with infecting the other players with a positive attitude and a can-do attitude. So we're certainly excited where his leadership skills are as well.
Matt Eberflus, the Colts defensive coordinator, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Team he knows very well is coming in on Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys. You got to explain to me, is it health? I mean, is it like you talked about getting better toward the end? Because we have seen in the last 2 weeks an explosion in production from Autry. Is it all of the above? What have you seen there?
Yeah, he's been playing in the same spot. I think you said it. I think you hit it right on the head. Is that, he's been there. He's done it during training camp, and now he's back to his normal self in terms of his health, and he's playing with better pad level. I think that's the fundamental that he's been really working on, and you can really see it in his approach in the run game and his approach in the passing game in terms of rushing the passer. So it all starts there. Starts with get off and pad level, and he's really improving on that.
You know what, Matt? What's interesting about this, and I've been around here absolutely forever, and it has been such a long time since I remember, the fans especially, hearing it from the fans about how excited they are about this particular defense. I know you're not paying attention to that, and I do get it, but can you see this whole thing kind of, especially with the young guys evolving right in front of your eyes here, and how exciting is that for a guy that is in his first year as you are here coaching these guys up?
I think it's exciting. I think it's awesome. The fans are really into it. You can tell that during the game when we're at home. It's a fast surface, and it gets loud in there, and we feed off of that as a defense, and we are pumped and excited to play this Sunday.
How did you enjoy your time in Dallas? And have you had a moment to reflect on that at all, or is it just kind of business as usual this week for you?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of this week, you're focusing on the opponent, and it's really great matter in terms of that. Every week you're going to have a great receiver. Every week you're going to have a great quarterback and some really good offensive linemen and good halfback and all those things. So, we just focus on the scheme, and really the most important thing is that we focus on us. What do we do and how do we do it? is the most important thing we do every single week. And the opponent we're playing, that is important, but it's not as important as what we're doing and how we're doing it. In terms of reflecting on the Cowboys, I cannot say enough good things about the Jones family, Jason Garrett and his whole staff. I was there 7 years. They gave me great opportunity. One of my mentors is there, Rod Marinelli, and I learned a lot of football from him and a lot of things about in terms of leadership and how to run defenses and really a lot of aspects of that. So I can't thank those guys enough for what they've done. But I'm here with the Colts now, and I'm certainly excited to be here with the Irsay family, and pumped here about the game on Sunday.
And Matt Eberflus joins us. Seriously, this last less than a year has to feel for you kind of like maybe 5. Or maybe, I don't know, but it's just a lot has happened. A lot has gone on in the past 10, 11 months or so for you. And we always talk about relationships. Relationships are built on the field, off the field. And it seems to me like Frank Reich, and I always kind of make this equation because, Coach, we had Tony Dungy here too. And I always thought if there was chaos going on everywhere, you'd turn to Tony Dungy, and this dude is completely calm. And I think that is a special trait to have. I think Frank has that as well. The relationship you have with the head coach as the defensive coordinator, with a guy with a personality like Frank Reich has.
Yeah, Frank has been great since the beginning. The first time I met him, all the way through, he's so consistent. And the one quality that he has is that he trusts, and he trusts his staff, trusts everybody around him, and he's got a great demeanor about him. Being the head coach, he's super enthusiastic. He loves football. He loves what football stands for. And it's an infectious thing throughout the team, and he's done an outstanding job just from the first time I met him all the way through. So, and I'm excited to be here with him.
Did you ever wonder, because he wasn't the one that hired you initially, was there ever any wonder, or did you think that was going to be the case even before you met him, Matt?
I heard things about him, because people had talked to me about him a little bit. So I heard a lot of good things just before I talked to him. That you're going to love Frank, and Frank's a really good man, and all those things bear out. The integrity of the man, the kind of man he is in terms of just his character and what he stands for. It's every bit more of what people were saying about him.
Just seems like he's like Dungy to me. It's just kind of a chilled out dude, and you look around and there might be everybody's freaking out and everybody's calm and cool, collected when you look at the head coach. And I think that's a hell of a quality to have, and a really special quality. Matt Eberflus, Colts defensive coordinator, joins us. Before I let you go, what is your vision? Your overall vision of this defense, not just now this weekend going into the rest of the season, but what do you feel this defense should be that you're still molding together right now?
I would say that we're just it's steady improvement. We know where we're going to go and know where we're going to get to, and we just have to take a step. We have to have our nose to the grindstone and taking steps to get to where we want to go. And the only way to take those steps is to take the first step, and that's this week. So the most important thing is just getting better every week. We ask our guys to improve on 2 fundamentals and 2 techniques in terms of position groups every single week, and that's what we're going to focus on.
You having a good time, man? Seriously, I know you're just a single-focused dude. That's at least what you sound like. But are you having a good time while this is all going on around you and with you here?
Yeah, I'm having a blast. This is a lot of fun to be in the position we're in here in December, playing for the games we're playing for. We're pumped about it.
Yeah, it's been a while too, and you know what, man? It's interesting. This fan base got used to it. It was customary to be, in the thick of things, in the middle of things, leading things, and the past 3 or so years it hadn't been that way. But you've probably kind of seen the not so subtle excitement back around here, and that's pretty special too. Special time of year.
Yep, I agree, no question.
Hey, Matt, thanks for hopping on here. I appreciate it. I know normally the coordinators don't hop on radio shows, but I appreciate it more than you know, because I find what you're doing fascinating. I really do, and thanks a lot for the time. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Matt Eberflus, the Colts defensive coordinators, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. I find a lot of that fascinating. I do. The loafs are still the best, though. All right, quick break. We'll come back, talk about that. Mentioned Darius Leonard to him, Autry as of late, and just an overall vision of this defense. And a couple of things regarding the Cowboys, especially with Amari Cooper. We'll revisit that. A lot more. Quick break. Back with you next.
Kevin Bowen delivers the latest news on the Colts and Pacers with Grady and Big Joe, Dan Dockich, and JMV. Listen every week to Kevin's Corner, brought to you by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Diamonds Direct's best sale ever on all earrings is this weekend. You save an unprecedented 25% off all earrings. Yes, 25% off every pair of earrings. It's the perfect gift for any woman. Diamond earrings, sapphire earrings, gold earrings. Get Diamonds Direct's unbeatable price plus an extra 25% savings with special financing. Guys, you can never go wrong with a nice pair of diamond studs, and you've never seen prices this low. It's Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
35 degrees, 10 degrees, 4 below. 3 reasons why you need a reliable furnace this winter. Hi, I'm Cory Kreitzberger, General Manager at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 1 Hour today and we'll set you up with a reliable new furnace for about the same price per day as a fancy cup of coffee. Call us now at 855-1-HOUR.
Comfort is just a call away. Call 1 Hour.
Terms and conditions may apply. License 8001-0668.
Hoosier fans, it's Indiana basketball time. IU Basketball Mini Series tickets are now available in 6-game or 3-game ticket packages, as well as individual games. This is your chance to check out the Hoosiers inside beautiful Simon Scott Assembly Hall. For more information, call or text 812-855-4006 or visit iuhoosiers.com. Go IU.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, Colts VIP tailgate. Who's ready for a party out there? Let me see a show of hands. Yeah, I can't see you. I'm just assuming you have your hand up right now because everybody's always ready for a party. Hey, this time of year, it's going to be a blast. Colts in the thick of things right now, needing a win over the Cowboys. Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. All you can eat, Celebrity Chef Aaron May. All you can drink. You know what that means, right? Premium bottled everything. Music inside and out. DJ Indiana Jones and Skids on the ones and twos. I do a radio show. You get your parking there. You can get your tickets there as well. Combo it up. What a great gift idea. Seriously, any of the above. You can combo it up, tickets to the game, parking, and passes into the VIP tailgate. You can just go to the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration, but it's all a great gift idea right now. It's the Colts VIP tailgate, and this weekend it is going to be awesome. Log on right now and make sure you're ready to go, or, hey, you found a great gift idea with BullseyeEventGroup.com today.
How much do you need to save for retirement? Hi, I'm Rick Edelman, founder of Edelman Financial Engines. The question's simple, but the calculation can be complex. How much you need to save for retirement depends on how much income you want, what outside sources you'll have, like Social Security and pensions. And here's the good news. You don't have to guess. We can give you the answer. For more than 32 years, we've shown people just like you how much you need to save for retirement and how to invest it. And now's your chance. Call us for the personal financial advice and investment management services you need with local offices to serve you. At Edelman Financial Engines, we're happy to help you whether you have a little to invest or a lot or anything in between. Come see why thousands of folks just like you rely on Edelman Financial Engines. Call us at 888-PLAN-RIC. That's 888-PLAN-RIC. Or visit us at rickedelman.com. That's ricedelman.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly. This year, Hero.Loan personally paid over $85,000 worth of appraisals for our service members. That's how we say thank you to the men and women who sacrifice so much for our great nation. With the VA loan program, you can cash out 100% of your home's value to pay off credit cards. Apply today and get your customized loan options with our 5-minute loan approval at Hero.Loan. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Hey, Dan Doggins for Family Leisure. It's the buy one, get one half off Christmas sale. Buy one of the many specially marked items store-wide and get half off the second item. Buy an arcade, get a game table, half off. Buy a spa, get a pool table, half off. Buy a shuffleboard table, get a massage chair, half off. The combinations are endless. Shop for someone on your list and get half off an item for yourself. Don't miss the buy one, get one half off sale now at Family Leisure from the Family Leisure team. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Well, family and fun come together.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice-cold Coca-Cola or Coke Zero Sugar. We may not all agree on the best game day foods, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Pick up a custom Colts commemorative cup at your nearest Arby's. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
Hey, Dad. I wanted to remind you that the holidays are close. Real close. And Mom and I don't need wool socks again. At Hellsberg, you can get jewelry for Mom and get a free Nintendo Switch system for me. 2 gifts in one trip. I'm not saying you're a last-minute shopper, but I'm not saying that either.
Get gifts that get gifts at Hellsberg Diamonds, like a free Nintendo Switch system when you spend $1,199 or more. Hellsberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company. Limited time offer while supplies last. See online or in-store for details. Game sold separately.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Get up to $250 back on select installed sets of Goodyear tires. Details in store. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Baptist Heating and Air? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Think you know Colts football?
57 yards.
But do you really know what's happening? It's not just football season. It's Venturi season.
This is Rick Venturi. I'll be breaking down the Colts play all season long on The Fan, presented by the District Tap, located on 82nd Street, just east of Keystone Crossing. 60 beers on tap and damn good food.
Catch the coach with JMV Mondays, Wednesdays with Dan Takich, and Grady and Big Joe on Fridays. Presented each week by the District Tap. The Ride with JMV.
Are you kidding? You think I'd join this crummy snobatorium? But this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Hey, quick shout to Tony from ZPL, who allowed me some tickets for this marshmallow thing tonight. I need to give Tony some love there. Thank you, Tony. Smiley. That was nice of you. Smiley morning show, too. My kids love marshmallow. I think it's marshmallow and Chainsmokers tonight, Tony. All right, I got tickets to give away right now, to Tesla. This is Tesla for the Murat Old National Center coming up February the 9th. February the 9th. Tesla 239 1070. Number 7 is going to go. Tesla, Murat Old National Center, February the 9th. Number 7 is going to go, and it will be a blast. Matt Eberflus was all business. There's no doubt about it. You guys wanted me to get him, and Doug wanted me to try to get him to laugh, and I mentioned the loaves, and I tried, but yeah, he's all business, and no doubt. Good stuff, though. If you missed any of it, podcast, 1070thefan.com. You know, really, that was everything from being in Dallas, looking at Dallas, matching up with Dallas, to the defense now, to what took place back in February. Just a lot of stuff on the table right there with Matt Eberflus. I got to thank Matt, and I got to thank the Colts, because that's the first time I've ever had a coordinator join us on the show live. That's the first time ever, and I appreciate that, because he was a guy I was kind of interested in talking to on the show. Podcast 1070thefan.com. Somebody else I'm interested in talking to on the show. Pacers get their 17th win last night, knocking off the Washington Wizards. They get Milwaukee tomorrow night, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Friday night on the road at Philadelphia. And guard Cory Joseph joins us now on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Hey, Cory, thanks for the time, man. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Well, I was trying to think about, there are several different angles in which we could have started this conversation, given how last night in the second half in particular went. So this is what I thought about. How difficult is it to have a big lead with that much time in the second half on the clock and sustain? Because I would have to think that it's much more difficult than what the average fan or media member might think.
It's definitely difficult, especially in a long, game, 48 minutes. You try to do the best, to sustain it. But sometimes, the team that's down usually, tends to play more freely, especially if they're making shots like what happened last game. We're getting good shots, but, we just weren't able to make them. And then they were hitting everything, and, they were able to close the gap. But, the guys came back in and were able to hold off and get the W still.
You guys like the way that Nate handles it, too? I mean, he normally just goes with the 5 that are playing the best at that moment down the stretch. You guys all get along with those coaching decisions at the end of games?
Yeah. We don't mind. I mean, we just control what we can control and go out there and play our best, try to play our best within the team schemes. And, we let him make the subs and whatnot.
You, Cory Joseph, by the way, is on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. You were getting a lot of notoriety for being a defensive guy. How long in your basketball career have you been described as a defensive guy?
All my life. I've always hanged my hat on the, defensive end and always done the little things that it might not show up in the stat sheet. I'm always guarding the toughest guys. Take that challenge. It's a big part of my game. Where, just try to get effort, get out there, give it 110%, and try to do things that help my team win.
Well, I really like Cory, too, with you and Darren, and now with Aaron kind of coming up as a rookie, too. It seems like that you guys as a trio have just everything that is necessary to play that position. You guys all bring maybe something different, maybe the same, but certainly all into one, have everything that is necessary to play that position depth-wise on this team, and I think that's something special to have.
For sure. All 3 of us are talented. We all have different games. We all could get rolling at any, given time during the season. I think, people have seen that, throughout the season so far. And, we complement each other well.
Cory Joseph's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. How do you feel your season is going to date? Team doing well? I think you like it. Looks like you're really enjoying your position with the squad. How do you think you're doing, or how do you assess yourself so far this season in your play?
I definitely think, I'm doing pretty good. I'm helping my team win. Shooting the ball better, percentages-wise. Obviously, you still have to, get to the line a little more and get my free throw percentage back up. But I'm doing pretty well. We're helping the team win, doing stuff that doesn't show on the stat sheet, but helping them win. And obviously, as any player, you always want to, get the best out of yourself. So I'm still, trying to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist, but we're doing well so far.
Are you a perfectionist? I didn't know that. Are you consider yourself a perfectionist?
I'm always hard on myself. I try to make the right decisions all the time on the court. So it does bother me when I'm looking at the game film and I might have missed the decision or missed the play. But you just gotta on to the next and play hard. What I do, I just go out there and give it 110 every game. So.
Do you yell at yourself on the floor?
Pardon me?
Do you yell at yourself on the floor, or yell if you feel you don't make a play?
Sometimes, yeah.
I love that, dude. Seriously.
Sometimes I talk to myself out there.
I love it. I love it too, and sometimes that can be mistaken, I would guess, with yelling at somebody else. But I like it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of the game. You're competitive. You want to do the right thing, and sometimes if you miss it or you get a turnover or something that you think you may have caused or whatnot, you try to talk to yourself and encourage yourself to make the right play next time.
Yeah, you know what? And then even if by some it might not be considered as a misstep or a misplay or something, but to you, it is. I just think that you bring that emotion to the game, and I think that shows just how much you love it in particular and how good you want to be. I think that's special.
Right. Or you try to get yourself going. Like yesterday, I was having a bad game, and you try to talk to yourself, get yourself going. Some games, that helps you. Some games, like yesterday, I couldn't buy a bucket, but it happens. On to the next.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know when you're shooting the ball, when you're bound to have a pretty good night shooting the ball. Do you know it early, or is this something maybe you don't find out within a couple of shots?
It depends. I mean, sometimes you know it early. You just have that type of night and everything feels good. Sometimes you find it a little bit later in the game. Yesterday I just couldn't find it, but I mean I'll be all right. That's just 1 out of 82, and I'll be back strong next game tomorrow.
It's Cory Joseph of the Pacers on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. They get the Bucks coming up tomorrow night. We'll talk about that in just a second, but I'm not suggesting it's good at all, Cory, without Vic on your team, because clearly you guys are the best when he's there. But is it nice to know that, it was a struggle last year when he didn't play? Is it nice to know this year that you guys can do it when a guy, your teammate, in this case Vic, can't give it a go on a given night?
Yeah, it's nice to know, but, like you said, we'll rather Vic, be here with us and be playing on the court with us. So, that's definitely, something that we look forward to getting him back. But, it's nice to know that, we're a deep team and, guys, are stepping up and playing well.
Cory, Darren's mentioned this, and you can obviously you're described as a really good defensive player too. Cool, man. Somebody's hammering on the buzzer back there right now, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. I didn't know if that means we got to hang up now or not. I'm going to go ahead and keep going a little OT if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you're a defensive player, and DC has mentioned this too. The level in which you have seen Myles play in the last 10 games or so as a defensive big man.
Yeah, top in the league, most definitely. The way he's changing shots, blocking shots, I think everybody's scared to come in our key, and contest him at the rim. He's been denying, a lot of shots for us. He's been a big presence, and that helps us guards too, knowing that he's back there. We could be a little bit more aggressive. Say if the guy does beat us off the dribble, we know he's there to help us out. He's definitely, should be a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. He's been doing great.
What's that do for a player, a guard in particular, when you know somebody's back there that has been that good at deflecting or blocks in this case as Myles is? What's that tell them? And because it seems like it's even more of an added value than what you even see him as far as defensive production in general, Cory.
It helps us a lot, especially a guy like me, who's, usually, on the best player, the guard, on the other team when I'm in the game. It helps me a lot to, knowing that he's back there, knowing where, to send my guy, knowing where the rotation's coming from. Can be more aggressive on the ball, off the ball, can try to, just be more aggressive in the hole, and it helps you a lot as a defensive player.
So Cory Joseph for the Pacers. I'll let you go in just a second. You guys get Milwaukee coming up tomorrow night. I do want to mention that, but we talked about last year, and you and I talked about this directly, how well this team got along, the cohesion inside that locker room, the culture in that locker room. How is it this year compared to last year?
It's the same. It's the same. We have a couple new guys. Great character guys coming in here. It's the same exact feel.
How do you know when you have that?
I don't know. You kind of just feel it. You kind of out there. You just feel it. Everybody genuinely likes each other. Everybody gets along on the court, off the court. A lot of times it's off the court when you could feel it. The most. Everybody gets along here.
Yeah, and I think it's probably important, especially on the road as you guys were last week, to be able, or the week before last, to be able to get along while on the road, always hanging out with one another. That's kind of, I guess, a good reason how you can tell that too.
For sure. We're a family here. We spend a lot of time together, so that's huge.
Who do you hang out with the most on the road?
We do. We all do stuff together. Yeah. Literally, everybody. We all do. One night I may go to dinner with whomever, and then the next night a complete different group, or we might all do something together. Just depend on what people got going on. So we're all close.
All right, Milwaukee tomorrow night. Very good squad, no doubt about that. Watched them a dozen. You guys have seen them already once this season. What do you think about the makeup of the Bucks coming in?
They're playing great basketball. They're on top of their game right now. They're playing very confident. We got to come in, match that intensity, play our, A game, and be ready to, execute the game plan, and we should be all right. We're playing good basketball as well.
Hey, Cory, can Vic sing? Is he a better singer or basketball player?
It's a close one. He can really sing. I checked out his new album. The VO album, he can really sing. So, it's close. He's an all-star basketball player. He's been doing that all his life. But the singing thing he's coming along really, really good, And maybe after his career after basketball will be an R&B singer. We'll go to his concert or something.
Does anybody in the locker room try to sing but can't?
Oh, yeah, all of us. But Vic sings so much in the locker room that he doesn't let none of us get a turn.
He doesn't come out of the spotlight at all, huh? He's always singing in the locker room.
Yeah, that's his thing. He sings in the locker room, but at least it's good singing.
Let me tell you this:
if any of us tried, it would just It'll sound bad.
I've had the New Edition guys on the show before, and that T-shirt he was wearing on Saturday night, the Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Johnny, and Ralph T-shirt was choice right there. That was money.
Yeah. No, he's a big fan of the R&B game, and that's why I think that's he does what he does. He does his homework on it, and he's going to be a great singer, I think, too.
I think the key is, if you can't sing and you try to sing, is to sing something that you think, I guess, more than anything else. So
exactly.
Anyway. Hey, man.
Don't sing at all.
Or don't sing at all, yeah. Or let somebody else do it. Hey, Cory, man, best of luck to you tomorrow night, rest of the season, and we'll do it again soon, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Cory Joseph. Andy Moore Automotive Group Hotline. Put that up on a podcast. That was really good. 1070thefan.com. More to come, stuff to give away, and we'll close it out top of the hour, too. I'm going to tell you where I'm going to be coming up tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Sit tight. Your phone calls at 239-1070 next.
Looking for Colts tickets? Join JMV every Friday at a bar near you for Bud Light Blue Friday. Come meet JMV, and it's your chance to win Colts tickets each and every week.
Come to Shane Company and see our holiday gifts. We have fine jewelry for everyone's style and in everyone's price range. Hi, I'm Tom Shane.
And I'm Alicia, the lead designer. There's nothing like the feeling a woman gets when you hand her a gift from Shane Company. We've been designing all year to create fresh, new collections with unique styles, vibrant colors, and statement pieces. There's something for everyone.
It'll be easy finding her gift because Shane Company has the largest selection from around $100 up to many thousands. One of my favorites is our necklace with a London blue topaz accented with white sapphires for $185. Another great gift, our earrings with blush-colored morganite accented with diamonds for $485.
Morganite is the gemstone everyone is talking about.
We're open all week from 10 till 8. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com.
When the deadline clock is ticking, an unreliable network can cost your business money. That's why you need Comcast Business. Our gig speed network is fast, and we go beyond fast with the complete reliability of 4G LTE backup, which means that even if something like construction accidentally knocks out the power, you can still upload that big presentation, email important clients, invoice customers, and not take a hit to your company's bottom line. For a limited time, switch to Comcast Business and get an amazing deal on fast, reliable internet. Get 75 megabit internet for $49.95 per month for 2 years when you add 2 voice mobility lines. Just one more way Comcast Business goes beyond other providers. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
Offer ends 12/31/18. Restrictions apply. New business customers only. 2-year agreement required. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra, subject to change. Connection Pro backup limited to up to 6 hours and requires Comcast Business Internet.
I'm part of the Chevy family. Me and my sisters are part of the Chevy family. I'm part of the Chevy family.
We're part of the Chevy family, too.
And right now, so are you.
Because our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
Even you.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
And not a cent more.
It's just our way of welcoming you to the family.
Welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Take advantage of the Chevy employee discount for everyone. Get a great deal on the dependable, strong, and capable Silverado. Lead the way in the family-friendly Tahoe. Turn heads in the beautifully designed Malibu. Or get everything you need to do everything you want with Equinox. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Visit ChooseYourChevy.com. Available on 2018 models in 2019 Equinox, Traverse, Colorado, and 2019 Silverado 1500 LD, excluding select base trims. Not available with fleet sales and some other offers. Dealer fees are extra and will vary. At participating dealers, take new retail delivery by 1/2/19.
Connecticut water is the best water. In fact, I just had some out there in the hallway just a moment ago, too, with the in-home drinking water station we have in our building right here. I have one in my home, and it's a game changer. You want to drink more water? There's a great way, and it is great. No more bottled water. You need one bottle. And you got that in-home drinking water station, the Premier Series water softener. It is spectacular. All for a great price this holiday season. Joe, John, and Dennis will make sure you get a great deal right now. So hit them up at 2 of their local locations here in central Indiana. Local locations, is that right? Anyway, There are two locations here in central Indiana to serve you. How about that? That better? Northeast side of Castleton, south side US 31, Southport Road. Online from my friends at Connecticut, ConnecticutHindy.com today.
For the first time ever, Diamonds Direct's putting all earrings on sale at 25% off. Yes, 25% off all earrings this weekend only. Make this the year you get her that incredible pair of diamond stud earrings she's always wanted and save an unprecedented 25%. Special financing available too. Save on diamond studs, diamond hoops, designer earrings, colored gemstone earrings. Best prices ever on the best selection ever. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Andy Moore, Toyota in Avon, 5 miles west of 465. It's on US 36. Got you covered for anything that you are looking for, whether it's fuel efficiency with the Corolla and the Camry, something for the entire family, the Sienna minivan. If you're looking for an SUV, great category with the Highlander and the 4Runner. I can tell you by experience the 4Runner is great and the best truck anywhere. I got 210 plus thousand miles on my 2010 Tundra, and I love it as much right now as I did the first day I got it. From Indiana's best, and we're talking about dealing with the best too. Jeremy Wilson, Moose, the two Chris's, Andrew, Diana, and everybody is top-notch at Indiana's best. Tell them I sent you this holiday season to Andy Moore Toyota in Avon, 5 miles west of 465 on US 36.
With the VA loan program, you can cash out 100% of your home's value to pay off credit cards. Hero.loan. That's hero.loan. The only way to VA.
Soccer Saturday featuring Indy 11. If this is your football, this is your show. Saturday at 9 on The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
I drive, truck, brake, arms, and arm wrestle. It's what I love to do. It's what I do best.
On FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan.
Good hour of stuff right there. Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator of the Colts. Cory Joseph, guard. Pacers podcast, 1070thefan.com. Oh, it was good. Tomorrow's show is going to be just off the Monon Trail, Main Street, Carmel. Downtown Carmel's only high-end steakhouse, Anthony's Chop House. I'm going to be upstairs at 3 Up. Year-round, climate-controlled, creating comfortable seating inside or outside with fire pit ceiling heaters. My man Tucker Barnhart may show up, too. He speaks very highly of Anthony's Chop House and 3 Up. First 15 people there is going to get yourself some free product. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. No, we're going to have a blast. I don't know if I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I will be the live entertainment, but they do have live entertainment weekly. Check them out on social media, website for the schedule, but it's going to be a blast tomorrow. Yeah, in fact, I'm out tomorrow at 3 Up, right there above Anthony's Chop House in Carmel. So join me out there. Thursday, we're going to be downtown at the Slippery Noodle. Myself and Brent Halverson, the Larceny Locks, Luna Zool Shots, coming up on Thursday. And then Bud Light Blue Fridays on Friday at That Place Bar and Grill at Emerson and County Line Road down in Greenwood. And I've got Cowboys and Colts tickets for you if you need them. It is lining up to be a really good week here. This is good. Chris Pinson asked me this. Do you believe we landed on the moon? Do you believe the world is flat? I believe, by God, we landed on the moon, or they would not have made various movies about it. They weren't sending Jim Lovell back up there again had they not already done it. Come on. Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon and the late, great Bill Paxton were not going back up there if they hadn't already done it. Of course. That's with regard to the Steph Curry story. Steph Curry and who else? Vince Carter and Ken Bazemore, I think, were a part of a podcast. And there's a movie about that, right? What was the film? Tony wouldn't know. That's too old for Tony. Was it called Capricorn 1? Look up Capricorn 1. I believe Capricorn 1 was the theme, a fake moon landing with O.J. Simpson and Chris Christopherson. Maybe? If I get this right, somebody needs to give me a damn prize. Capricorn 1, Tony. 1977, maybe? 78? Anything?
It's called Capricorn 1.
Capricorn 1. Holy crap. You're not finding it?
Yeah, 77.
Oh, Capricorn 1.
Elliot Gold, James Brolin, O.J. Simpson, Hal Holbrook.
No Chris Christopherson? Damn.
Don't see.
All right.
Don't see a Chris Christopherson.
What?
6.8 out of 10, according to IMDb.
Any film that's got Elliot Gould, James Brolin, Sam Waterston, and O.J. Simpson as astronauts, we all should be about. The first manned mission to Mars is what this is about. I think I was off on that. I don't get a prize. I thought there was a fake moon landing. What the hell? Anyway. Yeah, I believe moon landing, the world is round, and Def Leppard's Pyromania is the best album of the 1980s. Book it. Book 'em, Dono. Hey, Tony, great job today, man. Greg Rakestraw.
You too, John.
Matt Eberflus, Colts defensive coordinator.
Hey,
Cory
old man,
Joseph,
take
guard.
an aspirin before you go tonight.
Woo!
Don't you have a pounding headache?
Bricks or whatever her name is, I'm not cool with. My kids want to see Marshmello and the Chainsmokers. Man, I wish I got paid $1 zillion a year to put on a Marshmello hat and play records.
Kevin Bowen, John Clayton tomorrow.
Ooh, Kevin Bowen, John Clayton tomorrow. Instant replay, track sides of 7. That's Kevin and Kevin. Podcast for our guest today. 3 up above Anthony's Chop House in Carmel. First 15 there, free product in Carmel beginning at 3 tomorrow. Have a great and outstanding night, won't you?
Sports with Dan Dockage.
But I'll tell you this, the thing I liked as much about yesterday, including the defense, including luck getting going, I love the fact that Frank Reich didn't allow the team to lose by pulling off the gas. I love that. I love that Frank Reich said, we're going to play this way, good, bad, happy, or sad, angry, or glad. And they did.
Dan Dockage, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Mr. Lee Heating and Cooling in Noblesville? We'll find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Ready to check everyone off your holiday gift list in one fell swoop? Reese Nichols Jewelers makes it easy with their holiday hit list. A one-stop shop for diamonds, jewelry, and watches in absolutely every price range.
That's right, Jenny. We've compiled the season's best gift ideas all in one place. From sparkly diamonds, designer picks, new arrivals, and bestsellers. There's something for everyone on your list.
So many gifts to choose from. Top watch brands starting at just $475, up to collector's editions, designer pieces, beautiful pearls, and dazzling diamond necklaces with prices as low as $400.
And you know, sometimes the best gifts are the ones you get to choose yourself. Reese Nichols gift cards are a great option and are available in any amount and never expire. Let the Reese Nichols experts help you find the perfect gift, wrapped and ready. From our family to yours, may your holidays be merry and bright. Reese Nichols Jewelers, the ultimate gift under the tree.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, Colts VIP tailgate. Come in and check in on Sunday. All you can eat, all you can drink. Got that covered. Got music covered. We got radio show covered. We need you. It's going to be absolutely packed. It's going to be a great time down there. You talk about making your game day experience. That does it. The Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration, and a great holiday gift for you too. Just combine everything here: tickets to the game, passes into the VIP tailgate, and parking right next door off of Capitol, all into one for a great holiday gift-giving idea. All you got to do, log on right now. Get it. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with Hero.Loan. With the VA loan program, you can cash out 100% of your home's value to pay off credit cards. Let's get your high interest rate credit cards paid off before the first of the year. And you'll even skip a few months of mortgage payments. And of course, we'll pay for your appraisal. Apply today and get your customized loan options with our 5-minute loan approval at Hero.Loan. That's Hero.Loan, the only way to VA. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Hey, this is Jeff Saturday for More Restoration. Chances are you or someone you know have already experienced a disaster at home or at work. A fire or flood is never something you plan on happening, but if it does, you need to know what to do and how to protect your damaged property. More Restoration is the only name you need to know when a property loss occurs. Let More Restoration help you get your property back to normal with their second-to-none, industry-leading emergency response team. Call the only number I call. Call More Restoration Disaster Cleanup and tell them Jeff Saturday sent you.
Chad and Tyler Peterman for Peterman Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Before Old Man Winter arrives, there's still time to call Peterman for our $59 preseason furnace tune-up.
It's a great way to make sure your home stays comfortable in cold weather.
And at just $59, our furnace tune-up is a smart investment for your peace of mind.
But don't delay. Winter will be here sooner than you think.
Schedule your $59 preseason tune-up today.
Call 859-4270. Peterman's the way to go.
Imagine a financial advisor who's a true partner in your success. I'm Burton Street with Baird Private Wealth Management in Indianapolis. We know trust is everything, and we strive to earn it every day. We listen to understand what you want to accomplish and help you make smart financial decisions in all areas of your life. And because Baird is employee-owned, you can trust that we are a true partner with long-term interests in what's best for you.
Imagine the power of you and Baird. Visit BairdIndianapolis.com.
Hey, Dan Doggage for Family Leisure. It's the buy one, get one half off Christmas sale. Buy one of the many specially marked items store-wide and get half off the second item. Buy an arcade, get a game table, half off. Buy a spa, get a pool table, half off. Buy a shuffleboard table, get a massage chair, half off. The combinations are endless. Shop for someone on your list and get half off an item for yourself. Don't miss the buy one, get one half off sale now at Family Leisure from the Family Leisure team. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
This weekend only, get an extra 25% off all earrings at Diamonds Direct. 3 days only, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and only at Diamonds Direct, Keystone at the Crossing.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Get up to $250 back on select installed sets of Goodyear tires. Details in store. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BV, W228CX, Indianapolis.
Hey, join me tomorrow. Rick Venturi and I are going to have the most interesting conversation in the history of football. That's right. In the history of football. It's Venturi, Dockets, 12:30.
And now a letter from your local Meijer. Dear diehard football fans, there's more to